if you can, if you have any queries about our classes or something, you can ask us or anything before we go live YouTube. No, if you have some queries, you can ask. Pratik sir is also there. I'm also there. So if anybody has any query, they can ask us.
We can start the session. It is on live.
A very good afternoon to you, all of you. My name is Anil Jadhav. I'm from BVKS Central Committee. BVKS has been organizing these training classes since the promotional exam have started. That is, fast track examination has started. BVKS has been conducting classes for all the employees all over the insurance industry. Irrespective of all the classes, we conduct classes, and under the strong leadership of our beloved leader, young and dynamic leader, Mr. Dinesh Babu Bopate, we have started this coaching classes. Previously, we used to conduct this offline in Mumbai only, but after this COVID, we started organizing our classes online, and it has because of these online classes, we could reach all over India. Today we have with us Pratik sir, who has joined us from Rajasthan. I really thank you very much, Pratik sir. Pratik sir is one of the finest lecturer in motor OD. He had joined our industry in 2011. Since then, he has got every time he has got promotion on his first attempt. In 2020, he was the topper when he appeared for scale 2 to 3. He was the topper in the fast track examination. And the experience which I would like to share with you, last year, after the examination, in our WhatsApp Telegram group, what we saw, whatever Pratik sir had covered in OD section, almost everything had come from his lecture. So that's the success of Pratik sir, and he simplifies the subject in a such a way that even every person will understand the topic. So Pratik sir, I will not take much of time. Let us start the lecture. So Pratik sir is here for you. And I request all of you to please mute your mic so that the disturbances is not there. Okay. So welcome, Pratik sir. Pratik sir, sir, आवाज नहीं नहीं
अभी भी नहीं आया मेरा आवाज?
अभी आ रहे
इसका मतलब एक मिनट प्रॉब्लम, तो वो वाले ईयरफोन लगा लो।
हेलो सर।
हाँ अभी आवाज आ रहा है सर?
हाँ अभी आ रही है, अभी आवाज आ रही है प्रॉपर।
हाँ ठीक ठीक, तो ये वाले लगा।
अभी ठीक है।
उसमें प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं है, लेकिन पता नहीं इसमें वो इसका वो जो है ना, ब्लूटूथ
ललित सर, गुड आफ्टरनून. संतोष here.
इससे ब्लूटूथ से हो गया कनेक्ट?
हाँ, हो जाना चाहिए.
प्रतीक सर, नाउ यू आर ऑडिबल, वेरी मच ऑडिबल.
Bolt
Hello?
connected.
हाँ
Sir, am I audible
Sir,
now?
Yes, very much audible, sir.
Okay, I have changed this speaker, the microphone actually. Okay, sir, just a minute. Yes, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
Sorry for the delay. Actually, there was some problem with the microphone. Thank you, sir, for the introduction. We'll deal with motor OD section today, and I request each and every person to please participate in the training. You can stop me whenever or wherever you feel you have a doubt, or I want it to be interactive session rather than a one-way process where I keep on explaining things from my side. Because the more we will interact, the more concept you will be able to clear your doubts. The better you'll be able to perform in the exam. This class is not specifically for a particular scale. So we are dealing with all the scales, scale 1 to 4, all of them who are preparing for the fast track examinations. So I request you can just mute your mics. Whenever you have any doubt, you can unmute it and ask me, so that it will be beneficial for each and everyone and can be advantage to all those who are listening to this class. Okay. So should we start?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Motor OD section covers approximately 20 questions out of 30 questions. So more than two-third approximately comes from the motor OD. It is one of the most scoring subjects, but at the same time, as you grow in the scale, for example, 1 to 2, you may face some direct questions, but from 2 to 3, 3 to 4, the questions, and 4 to 5, the questions may not be as direct as it seems. So, make your concept clear. If your concept is clear, and I will try to touch each and every aspect of motor OD which can be asked in the examination point of view. Secondly, I want you to sit with paper and pencil in your hand. Reason being, one to 2, you may face some direct questions, but from 2 to 3, 3 to 4, the questions, and 4 to 5, the questions may not be as direct. Yeah. I want you to sit with paper and pencil in your hand. Reason being, nowadays, since last 2-3 years, the concept of examination has changed. Nobody will ask you what is this GR, how would you do this. Nowadays, the examination is based on checking multiple concepts in a single question by way of numericals, or giving you a scenario, so that it checks your mental ability, that whether the concept of a particular GR or this concept of whatever the motor changes are coming is clear to you or not. Okay. So let's start the chapter. Okay. In case of motor OD, please, I request everyone to mute their mics. Mr. Anil Singh, I request you to mute your mics, because then only it will be audible to each and every person. Okay, thank you. The screen is visible to each and everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Let's start now. There are various types of vehicles which are present on the roads. Okay. this is not, I will see where I will stress on the topics where I feel are very important from the examination point of view, based on the previous examinations where questions have been asked from these sections. Okay. First of all, wherever we go, in commercial vehicles, there is a concept of stage carriage and contract carriage. Okay. So each and every person as an insurance professional, you should be aware what is the stage carriage, what is a contract carriage. Okay. To start with, there are various types of vehicles which are plying on the roads. First is private car. Everyone knows that. Two-wheelers. Okay. Then pedal cycles. Then goods carrying vehicles. Then public service vehicles, or we can say passenger carrying vehicles. In passenger carrying vehicles, there is a concept of motor cab, maxi cab, and omnibus. So what is a motor cab? A motor cab is a public service vehicle in which the seating capacity is less than 6, excluding driver. Okay. Then the concept comes, what is a maxi cab? A maxi cab is a public service vehicle in which the carrying capacity is more than 6, but less than 12. Okay. So how does, based on the public service vehicles, because they are mostly used in plying of passengers from one place to another, the concept of stage carriage and contract carriage originates from there. So what is a stage carriage and what is a contract carriage? A contract carriage is a transportation from one place to another on a fixed time basis, okay, without stopping and picking passengers from in between. It means, for example, I am hiring a taxi to go from one place to another. It is charging me certain fare, and it is dropping me, picking me from one place and dropping me to another. This is known as a contract carriage. This is a transport which is carried out between a contract between me and the taxi driver. Okay. Second is the stage carriage. All of you must be aware there are public service buses plying in every city, which are picking passengers from one place, dropping to another, picking on third place and dropping to fourth place. Okay. So the journey is carried out between various stages. Okay. And they are adapted to carry more than 6 passengers for the whole journey or for the stages of the journey. So all these vehicles, which are like private car, two-wheeler, commercial vehicle, public service vehicles, all those vehicles who fits in these categories are categorized accordingly, and all those vehicles which do not fit under these categories are categorized under miscellaneous type of vehicle. Okay. So in miscellaneous, we have put everything under miscellaneous type of vehicle which cannot fit under the above categories. Okay. For example, ambulance is one miscellaneous type. Cinema recording vehicle is one ambulance type. Okay. So whatever category of vehicles which cannot fit under the above categories have been categorized under miscellaneous type of vehicle. Okay. Now comes, what are the various types of policies which can be issued under motor own damage under motor policy? So nobody's going to ask you such easy questions, but at the same time you should be aware there are various types of policies in motor insurance. First is a comprehensive policy. Comprehensive policy, you can also name it package policy. Okay. Comprehensive means it covers both own damage as well as third party section. So it is known as a comprehensive policy or a package policy. Second, third party policy. Everyone must be aware we are issuing third party policies. Third, fire only policy. Motor policy can be issued for covering only fire portion of a vehicle or theft portion of a vehicle, which we will read later. Or we can combine fire and theft and club it with third party policies. And then comes the motor trade policies, which includes road transit risk policy, road risk policy, and internal risk policy. So these are the various types of policies which can be issued under motor insurance. Okay. So if, for example, a question comes in exam, what are the various types of policies that can be issued? And the option is comprehensive, third party, fire and theft plus third party. So answer is all of the above. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
I have a
सर
doubt.
आपकी ना वॉइस क्लियर नहीं आ रही है हम
अभी भी क्लियर नहीं आ रहा मैम?
हेलो
Am I not audible?
सर ऑडिबल बट
Sir, you are audible, sir.
मैम शायद हो सकता है आपके एंड से कनेक्शन का प्रॉब्लम
So,
हो.
Pradiksha, एक minute, ma'am, majority of the candidates are getting proper, clear voice. there must be some problem with your system maybe. So just check it at your end.
Okay, sir. Let me check.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Somebody has a doubt? Can you ask me, please?
सर सर आवाज आ रही है
Yeah, ma'am. बिल्कुल. Please tell me.
सर फॉर एग्जांपल कि जब न्यू व्हीकल लेते हैं तो वो बंडल
आ रहा है
देते
मैम, अभी
हैं
आ रहा है, अभी
package।
आ रहा है, अभी आ रहा है मैम, जस्ट कमिंग। उसको छोड़ दीजिए, उसके अलावा।
जब न्यू व्हीकल लेते हैं तो वो बंडल पैकेज देते हैं ना, तो फर्स्ट ईयर के लिए ओडी रहता है, बाकी
Ma'am, I just told you that I'm just discussing this thing in the next slide.
ओके सर फाइन।
We'll discuss this. We'll discuss this. Okay. See, now people, what normally people say is me, ki sir, ye type of, yeah, all these types of policies is fine, but what about the new type of policy? So, see, in 2018 there was a concept which was newly introduced by IRDA. What it said that we can issue 6 different types of policies, or 3 each for two-wheeler and four-wheeler. For example, in two-wheeler, we can issue 5-year long-term policy. For example, if a customer wants only TP policy for 5 years, yes, it is applicable only for new vehicles. For private car, we can issue standalone TP policy for 3 years. It is mandatory from August 2018. Okay. And by mistake, the withdrawn from 1/8/2020 should be at 3 and 4. By mistake, I have written against 2. We will correct it. Okay. What the third option was there? Long-term motor package policy. For 5-year long-term motor package policy. What does that mean? What that means, for a two-wheeler, we are charging OD premium and third-party premium for 5 years. Okay. Then 3 years option for private car, the same thing. We are charging 3 years OD premium and 3 years TP premium for long-term motor package policy for private car. Okay. These 2 type of covers, these long-term policies, what I'm talking about, have now been withdrawn from 2020. So it becomes important from examination point of view. See, if you give it a thought that why was it withdrawn by IRDA in 2020? See, it was withdrawn because of a logic. What happened is the IRDA brought that concept in 2018. So all the dealers maximum, because new vehicles are mostly sold by dealers, and IRDA also told that the commission against these policies have to be released in the year in which this vehicle is booked. For example, if I'm booking a vehicle in 2019, the commission for the 3 years OD premium, whatever the slab, they have created certain slabs. For example, in private car, first year it was 15, second year it was 10, third year it was 5. Whatever the commission against that policy was to be released in 2019 only. So the mis-selling started in the market because dealers, where they were getting extra benefit, they used to sell these policies to, or force these policies against to the clients that, okay, you have to take against these policies only. The option, and the client was left helpless in case he is not satisfied with one insurance company. He is bound by the policy to take the services against that insurance company for 5 long years in case of two-wheeler and 3 long years in case of private car. Okay. So by mistake, this withdrawn from 1/8/2020 should not be against number 2. It should be against number 4. We'll correct it. Okay. By mistake, I have put it there. So these type of long-term policies have been withdrawn now from 1st August 2020. Please remember this thing. Okay. Now come the concept of bundled policies. So in case of two-wheeler, bundled policy was like 1 year OD and 5-year TP premium. In case of private car, bundled concept means 1 year OD and 3-year TP premium. So long-term standalone policy and bundled policy is still issued in the market. All of you must be know about that. But the long-term motor pack policy against private car and long-term two-wheeler policy have been discontinued from the market from 2020. Am I clear to each and every person that why it was withdrawn? Plus, what type of policy has been withdrawn, which was initially supposed to, which the regulations for which came in 2018. So this question can come. I have faced such questions in exam once or twice. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So if it is not clear, we will not move forward. We will move forward only when it is clear to each and every person.
So please
Okay.
explain the point number 3 again.
So point number 3, it is not point, sir. It is actually these type of products were permitted from 2018. I have told you that by mistake, I have withdrawn from 1/8/2020 against number 2. It should be against number 3 and against number 4. 3-year long-term motor package policy means see actually long term by mistake copy paste में गलती हुआ है. 5 साल का पॉलिसी होता है 2-व्हीलर के लिए एंड 3-year का पॉलिसी होता है 4-व्हीलर के लिए, राइट? So long term means 5-year OD plus 5-year TP premium we are charging. For private car, it is 3-year OD premium plus 3-year TP premium. Okay. It should be 5-year. See, first is 5-year long-term standalone TP. It is for 2-wheeler. Second is 3-year long-term standalone TP. It is for private car. Third is 3-year long-term motor package policy. It is for private car. The fourth should be 5-year long-term motor package policy for 2-wheeler. By mistake, it ये ऊपर नीचे हो गया. And then bundled with 1-year OD and 5-year TP. This is for 2-wheeler. And bundled with 1-year OD and 3-year TP. It is for private car. Understood?
So
Clear?
it means long-term motor package policy product is withdrawn.
Yes, sir. Long term,
Thank you.
matlab now a dealer cannot issue a long term policy for private car or 2-wheeler in which he was previously able to charge 5-year OD premium and 3-year OD premium. Now a dealer cannot issue such type of policies from 1st August 2020. Since it is a recent change, it becomes important from the examination point of view. Nobody will ask you in the exam why it was withdrawn, but I am telling you why it was withdrawn, because the remuneration or commission or the reward or the distribution fee, whatever you may call it, have to be paid in the very same year only.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So now what our motor policy covers? See, nobody will ask you. Just for example, in fire policy, it covers 12 perils, right? In motor policy, it covers 10 types of perils. Gone are those days jab, they will ask you how many perils are covered. But from conceptual point of view, you should be aware what are the perils which are covered under motor policy. For example, first was fire. Second is burglary. We are paying theft claims every day. Third is right and strikes. Many vehicles are damaged when rights and strikes happens. We have to pay those motor OD claims. By earthquake, by flood, typhoon, hurricane, storm, tempest, by accident and external means, which is one of the major reasons for the vehicle damages. Malicious act. Malicious act means, for example, you have parked your vehicle somewhere. When you attended it after a certain point of time, you found that your vehicle has been scratched. So we may ask for FIR or police intimation in those cases, but the loss is payable. Okay. By terrorist activity, while in transit by road, rail, inland waterways, elevator or air. What does this mean? This means that, for example, I am shifting my vehicle from Jaipur to Ahmedabad by any cargo vehicle, for example, by any truck. Even if during that transit my vehicle is damaged, my motor OD claim is payable. This means that by landslide, road slide. So these are the 10 types of perils which are covered under motor policy. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now comes the concepts of general exceptions. Please understand the concept very carefully. In motor, there are few exceptions which are common for OD and as well as TP. So first, I am telling you those 4 exceptions which are the general exceptions under the motor policy. First is use outside the geographical area. I am not going to read each and every line. We can go through it. Outside geographical area means our motor policy is governed within the boundaries of Indian territory. We are not paying any loss outside Indian geographical area. Now, somebody might ask me, Ki, sir, there is a concept of extension of geographical area. That is an extension which we will discuss. But otherwise, accidental loss and damages caused or arising within the geographical area are only payable or only covered under the motor policy. First. Second is limitation as to use. What is limitation as to use? A private vehicle cannot be used for carrying goods. A goods vehicle cannot be used for carrying passengers. A passenger carrying cannot be used for carrying goods. So there is a categorization done for each and every type of vehicle, and the vehicle should be used for that particular purpose only. So if in case the vehicle is not used for that type of purpose, then it is known as breach of limitation as to use. In that case, both OD and the TP claims are not payable. See, many times whenever I take the class, people ask me, sir, in the court of law, everything is payable. I agree to you to some extent, but we are governed, or we go by the rules what are laid down by the insurance companies. We may reject those claims, or these claims may be paid in the court of law at a later stage. We are not concerned with that. We are concerned with the examination point of view and what we should do and what we should not do. So limitation as to use is one of the general exceptions under the motor policy. Third is driver's clause. Okay. For example, can a two-wheeler license person drive a four-wheeler?
No.
I am asking you, please, can a two-wheeler person drive a four-vehicle?
No, sir.
No.
Okay. There was an extension in which a LMV person can now drive a license of goods carrying vehicle up to 7,500 GVW. That is understood. So, but there is no concept of a four-wheeler person. He can drive a two-wheeler or not. He cannot drive a two-wheeler under LMV license category. So, RTO is laying down certain guidelines, what you can drive, what you cannot drive. For example, there was a change in the LMV driving license category, so we are accepting it. But a LMV driver license cannot drive a truck of 550,000 GVW. In case we find such losses, whether OD or TP, we have to repudiate those claims, and these are the general exceptions under the policy. Fourth is war and nuclear risk. We are not covering any claims arising out of war and nuclear risk. Kindly mute yourself, please. If you will not be mute, some people may not be able to hear carefully. Mr. Durgesh, please. Okay. And fifth one is any claim arising out of contractual liability. See, if any contract is binding two parties, for example, I have a contract with a third person that whatever happens in your vehicle, I am responsible for that, and this contract is in writing or is evident, then that contract is, the claim is paid according to that contract first, and over that contract, if any liability arises, then only insurance company is liable, otherwise it is not. So these are the 5 general exceptions under motor policy, under which no claim is payable, either OD or TP. It should be clear to you. Okay. Now comes, what are the exceptions under OD clauses? See, first is general exception. General exception means we are not paying a OD claim, we are not paying a TP claim. If a DL is not valid, we are not paying a TP claim, or we are not paying a OD claim as well. But there are certain exceptions for which we are paying the TP losses, but we are not paying the, but we are paying the OD losses. For example, first is consequential loss. What is a consequential loss? For example, a customer comes to us and says, my vehicle is running from last 3 years. My tires are scratched now because of a wear and tear. So can you please pay the claim to me? So this is the example of second one, depreciation, wear and tear. So we are not paying any OD losses for depreciation, wear and tear. First is consequential loss. What is the consequential loss? For example, a vehicle is damaged. So whatever is damaged in the accidental loss, we are paying. But if there is any consequential loss after that, or any loss after that accident, that is excluded under the motor OD policy. Third is mechanical and electrical breakdown. This is a very, very, very important concept. Questions come from this concept every now and then. Okay. What do you mean by mechanical electrical breakdown? For example, a vehicle is not serviced properly, or it is not managed properly, and a vehicle is driven at a very high speed. I'm just giving an example. And for example, there is a brake fail. Okay. There is no accidental loss. For example, there is a brake fail and the vehicle overturns. So what is the loss payable under this case? What will be the loss payable under this case? Can someone tell me?
सर ओवरटर्निंग के बाद जो हुआ है डेंट्स वगैरह वो सब पेएबल होगा, लेकिन वो जो ब्रेक ये हुआ उसका नहीं होएगा.
क्यों नहीं होगा? क्यों नहीं होगा मैम? इस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस आपको बुक्स में मिलेंगे. क्यों नहीं पे होता है? There should be a logic.
ना मैकेनिकल और इलेक्ट्रिकल ब्रेकडाउन में आता है ना सर वो.
Exactly. So there may be various circumstances arising out of this concept, So you should be aware कि हम क्यों नहीं पे कर रहे हैं. We are not paying such type of losses because of mechanical and electrical breakdown, because this is an exclusion under motor own damage. Okay. Third is driving under the influence of liquor and drugs. There has been a change in this concept recently. All of you must have read motor by now, because there is a concept now. Section 185 defense has been added under the recent regulations. Okay, so it is my understanding. It is my understanding that this section, this driving under the influence of liquor and drugs, should be moved to a general exception now. Reason being, now this is a defense available to the insurers as per section 185. Since we can defend such losses in the TP also, so that this clause, driving under the influence of liquor and drugs, should be moved to a general exception under the motor own damage policy. It is not written anywhere. I'm telling you now, it is not written anywhere. It is my perception of the recent changes that has occurred in the motor losses. Okay. And the fifth is damage to tire and tubes. See, if it is accidental loss, if a tire and tube is damaged by an accident, then we are paying the losses. But in case it is not damaged, then losses to tire and tubes are not payable, because tires and tubes are subject to wear and tear each and every day. A customer cannot come to us ki I have driven my vehicle for 1 year. There is no accidental loss, but please replace my tires and tubes. It is not possible. We are not paying such type of losses. So these 5, or you can say 4, are the general exclusions under motor own damage. So see, understand the concept. These 5, that does not mean the general exceptions are also an exception under OD. Okay. Is it clear? What are the general exceptions under the motor policy and what are the exceptions under motor own damage section? Is it clear to each and everyone? In case you have
Yes,
any
sir.
doubt, please stop me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Now comes motor tariff. See, let me tell you, the key to success in examination is, first is reading the questions very carefully, a thorough study of the subject. Third is picking and choosing which 25 questions to select out of 30. That is a very important thing. Sometimes people are not able to choose. They are sure about that first 20 questions. Which 5 to attempt, they are not sure about that. So picking the correct questions in which you have a doubt is also an art in itself. Okay. In motor, you cannot skip numericals now. The trend is like that only. You cannot skip numericals. So you have to get accustomed to solving the numericals in the best possible way and correctly as well, which I will try to explain it to you very shortly. Okay. So motor tariff contains 8 sections. First is general regulations. Each and every scale, whether scale 1 to 4, whatever, at least 4 to 5, 5 to 6 questions will come from the concept of general regulations, or even more. Okay. So general regulations becomes very, very, very important. You have to have a thorough knowledge about each and every general regulations. Okay. Second is tariff for private car. Third is tariff for motorized two-wheeler. Then comes tariff for commercial vehicles. Commercial vehicles is further classified into goods carrying vehicle. Goods carrying vehicle is further classified into 4 categories: A1, A2, A3, A4. A1 means goods carrying vehicle public. A2 means goods carrying vehicle private. Third one is 3-wheeler and pedal cycle public. 3-wheeler and pedal cycle A4. So sometimes we hear in the questions 4A1, 4A2, 4A3. So 4 denomination is because it is the 4th section under motor tariff. A means goods carrying vehicle, because commercial vehicle is further bifurcated into 7 sections, 7 you can say 7 subsections, and it is further goods carrying vehicle is further classified into 4 categories: A1, A2, A3, A4. Okay. So 4A1 means goods carrying vehicle public. 4A2 means goods carrying vehicle private. This is how it goes. Sometimes people are not able to understand what is this 4, why is this 4 used? This 4 is used because this is the 4th section under motor tariff. Okay. Second is under commercial vehicles is tariff for trailers. Third is tariff for passenger carrying vehicles: C1, C2, C3, C4. Passenger carrying is further classified under 4 sections: C1, C2, C3, C4. You have to have a clear view of what is C1, what is C2, what is C3, what is C4. Sometimes in scale 1 to 2, direct questions come. Okay. Category D is miscellaneous type of vehicles. अभी आपको मैंने बताया था कि जो व्हीकल ऊपर वाली कैटेगरी में फिट नहीं होते हैं, all of these vehicles comes under miscellaneous type of vehicles. Then comes the trade policies, which is road transit policy, road risk policy, and internal risk policy. We will go through each and every one of them in detail. Okay. Fifth is proposal form. Sixth is policy certificate of insurance. 7 is IMT endorsements. There are 65 IMTs, I guess. Statistical codes. Somebody asked me recently, sir, I'm not able to mug up the IMTs. So I want to clear that. See, there is no point mugging up the IMTs. You mug up 48 GRs, then you mug up 65 IMTs. It does not make a sense. GRs can come, but as per my understanding, if you can mug up, then it is your choice. But even if nowadays nobody asks you what is this IMT this, there are questions, such type of the questions are there in many books and available online series also. But I do not think personally nobody is going to ask you what is IMT 40, what is IMT 61. See, and the time you are wasting in learning those IMTs makes no sense. See, because even if one question comes of IMT, even if there are very minute chances of that also, it does not make sense. The amount of time you are spending in learning those IMTs plus the confusion level of learning 65 IMTs, it doesn't make any sense. This is my personal suggestion to all of you. Okay. Motor tariff has been withdrawn in 2007, but still we are using all the terms and conditions which are laid down under motor tariff. The D tariff is only for rates and discounts. So is it clear? Let's start with GR. Am I clear to each and every person, whatever we have discussed till now?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes.
Okay, let's start the GRs. I will point out when and where I feel that this is an important GR. Questions might come from these GRs. Okay. And then in between, I have put some questions for you to understand and for you to answer. Okay. First, GR1, insurance is not provided. Insurance is provided for vehicles which are plying on the roads. Insurance is not provided for vehicles which are running on rails and okay, these are outside the purview of Indian motor tariff. So GR1 is very clear. GR2 is proposal form. Proposal form की GR में सिर्फ एक ही question आ सकता है कि in which cases proposal form is not mandatory. There are three circumstances. There are three circumstances where proposal form is a must. First, any change in material alteration. Second, fresh insurance or a commencement of cover. And third, change of insurer. These are the three circumstances. See, you can ask proposal form in each and every condition. That is your choice. But as per the guidelines laid down in the tariff, and what is important from the examination point of view, when is the proposal form required? Proposal form is required only under these three circumstances. Change in commencement of cover. If there is a fresh risk, then we have to have the proposal form in place. Second, if there is any change in the material alteration. Or third, if there is a change of insurer. Okay. GR2 proposal form. GR3 policy forms. What does it say? It says that there are two types of policies, liability and the package policy, which I've already explained. Package policy means liability and own damage cover. Liability only policy means only third party policy. Second part of policy forms is very important. This question came in my exam when I was appearing from AO to AM probably in 2015 or 16. And I did this question wrong because my concept of motor, I've read all the GRs and everything, but my concept was not so great at that point of time. What was the question? What was the question was कि the rates laid down in the motor tariff are minimum rates or maximum rates. Okay. What I thought कि we are providing discount in the motor OD policies. So the rates what we are using, we are applying discount on those rates. So these should be the maximum rates. I appeared in the exam, I clicked maximum rates and the question was wrong. The answer was wrong. Okay. The rates laid down in the motor tariff are minimum rates. Minimum rates. It has nothing to do with the discounting. Okay. I am not saying this thing. These things are told in GR form, GR3, which says policy forms. Okay. And if these are minimum rates, then definitely we can apply some loading. So what is the loading permissible? Maximum 200%. We can load these rates by 200%. Okay. So in case the question comes in exam, जिस दिन से मैंने ये क्वेश्चन गलत किया उस दिन से मैं हर बार जब भी क्लास लेता हूँ सबको बताता हूँ कि आप लोग ये क्वेश्चन गलत मत करना. So in exam the question comes that the rates laid down in the tariff are minimum rates or maximum rates, you have to select that these are the minimum rates. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay. And
Yes,
how if these are minimum rates, what can be the loading? Maximum 200% it can be loaded. If you read in the books, it will be written like first 100% loading, then further 100% loading. So nobody will ask you 100 plus 100. You have to remember that maximum those rates can be loaded by 200%. Okay. GR4.
Sir, there is a question.
Extension.
There is a question.
Yes, please tell me.
So if this is the minimum rates, then what will be the rates after discount? What will we call them?
See. These are the rates are for reference now. See, in the start of the section also I told when we were discussing about the eight tariff rates, the rates now are only for reference. See, because after 2007, the rates have been de-tariffed. Okay, but if the question comes कि the rates laid down are minimum or maximum rate का कोई फिक्स नहीं है. See, it is depending on the amount आप कितना डिस्काउंटिंग देते हो, कितना क्या करते हो. ठीक है, तो आपको वो कोई फिक्स नहीं है. लेकिन जो टैरिफ में रेट्स दिए गए हैं, ठीक है, वो जब तक डी टैरिफ नहीं हुआ था तब तक उन रेट्स को हम क्या मानते थे? वो मिनिमम रेट्स होती थी. उसके ऊपर हम लोग लोडिंग कर सकते थे. आप अपने आप को जो आज आप डिस्काउंटिंग दे रहे हो सिस्टम में उससे कंफ्यूज ना करें. बोथ द थिंग्स आर वेरी डिफरेंट. ठीक है, मिनिमम रेट किसी सेक्शन की कोई भी नहीं बता सकता. हर कैटेगरी की अलग अलग रेट्स होती हैं. 1000 सीसी की अलग होगी, उसकी अलग होगी. आपको ये ध्यान रखना है कि जो रेट्स टैरिफ में अपन को मेंशन किया हुआ है वो मिनिमम रेट्स हैं. जो मैंने गलती किया था ये सोच के कि हाँ ये तो मैक्सिमम रेट्स होती है, इसके ऊपर तो अपन डिस्काउंटिंग लगाते हैं, तो मैंने उसको मैक्सिमम सेलेक्ट किया था, और जो कि गलती थी मेरी. ठीक है, तो आपको सिर्फ इतना ध्यान रखना है, क्योंकि देखिए आज की मिनिमम रेट किसी एक पर्टिकुलर सेक्शन का कोई भी नहीं बता सकता, क्योंकि ऐसा होता ही नहीं आजकल. अब तो डी टैरिफ हो गया है मार्केट, राइट. लेकिन अगर आपसे वो पूछे कि आपसे पूछ सकता है वो सवाल, वी कैन नॉट क्वेश्चन कि हाँ अब तो डी टैरिफ हो गया है तो ये रेट्स का कोई मतलब नहीं है. ऐसा थॉट प्रोसेस आपके दिमाग में आ सकता है. लेकिन ये सवाल मैं 2016 की बात कर रहा हूँ, डी टैरिफ 2007 में हो चुका है. तो वो पूछ सकते हैं आपसे कि आपको जीआर का थॉरो नॉलेज आज की तारीख में भी है या नहीं है. तो मिनिमम रेट्स है ये जीआर जो टैरिफ में ले डाउन की हुई है. अब किसकी कितनी मिनिमम रेट्स होती है वो आपको जानने का जरूरत भी नहीं है मेरे हिसाब से, और कोई इसका सेंस भी नहीं बनता, क्योंकि अब डी टैरिफ है मार्केट आज की तारीख में. ओके, देखिए सिर्फ मैं मोटर की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ. आई एम टेलिंग यू फॉर एनीथिंग, फॉर वॉट एवर द रीजंस. इफ यू आर रीडिंग फायर, यू आर रीडिंग एनी सब्जेक्ट, आप अपने कंसेप्ट बहुत क्लियर रखिए. जब आप जितने अपने कंसेप्ट क्लियर रखेंगे उतना ही आप लोगों के लिए एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन आप कंफ्यूज कम होंगे, एंड द मोर यू विल बी एबल टू स्कोर. ओके, GR4, extension of geographical area. It is a very easy, but question comes from this. For example, I have read that the geographical area vehicles have to apply, but this is an exception. Our vehicles, our motor vehicle tariff permits us to include vehicles which are flying under 6 different countries. We name it Bangladesh, Bhutan, Nepal, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Maldives. बहुत बार options दिए हुए होते हैं कि these 4 options are given, and one of them might be Mauritius or Myanmar. ठीक है, so this is the very easy question. So you have to mug up these extension of geographical area is permitted under to these 6 countries. Okay, everyone knows this thing, but what next? How much extra premium is charged for extension of geographical area? 500 rupees in case of package policies. And what is the bifurcation of 500 rupees? 400 rupees under package policy and 100 rupees under TP section. आप खुद प्रैक्टिकल अपनी लाइफ में भी अगर मोटर पॉलिसी बना के देखेंगे, ठीक है, you will come to know that there is a line in the commercial vehicles or in the private vehicles as well. Extension of geographical area required. We select yes. The moment you select yes, these 6 countries open by itself. Which country you want to go? You can select that country, and the premium is charged accordingly. 400 rupees for the package policy and 100 rupees for the TP policy. In case the policy itself is a standalone TP policy, then 100 rupees extra will be charged. Now the question comes. For example, a vehicle, we have given extension of geographical area to Sri Lanka, for example. There is no direct land connectivity, for example, between India and Sri Lanka. So, for example, a ferry is taking this vehicle from Indian coast to Sri Lankan coast. And if something happens to that vehicle during that transit, is the claim payable? Yes or no?
No.
No. No.
No.
Okay. Why is it not payable? Because in the extension of geographical area, the journey by air or sea voyage is excluded. Okay. Once the vehicle reaches Sri Lanka, then if you are giving the extension of geographical area, yes, then we are covering both the own damage and the third party liability if the particular extension has been given. But during the transit of sea or air voyage, any loss if comes is not payable. Okay, now I will ask one more question. This 500 rupees is per country or it is for all the countries?
It is for all the countries.
Sorry?
Per country.
Per country.
Per country, sir. Per country.
Per country.
I am hearing different types of answers now. Some are saying per country, some are saying for all the countries.
No, per country.
No, there is no, it is not for per country. See, you may choose to go to 6 countries, still 500 rupees will be charged. Okay. There is no bifurcation of, or there is no condition, or there is nowhere it is written that you have to charge 500 rupees per country. 500 rupees extension, if you are charging 500 rupees, the extension can be allowed to all the 6 countries. Okay. Is it clear?
Oh, clear.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
आपको प्रैक्टिकल करके देखना है तो भी आप करके देख सकते हैं. जस्ट मेक अ मोटर पॉलिसी, select all the 6 countries, just check whether 500 rupees is charged or 3000 rupees is charged. Okay, so you should know that extension. Now that is why extension of geographical area is important, because you have to know the knowledge of the 6 countries, how much extra premium is charged, when is the loss not payable. Okay, and 500 rupees is for all the 6 countries, not for individual countries. Is it clear? Can we move ahead?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. GR5 vintage cars. अभी vintage car में बहुत confusion है. I have seen lot of people discussing about vintage car. What should be the discount? What should be the discount? Okay. So vintage car is the vehicle which are manufactured before 31st December 1940 and classified by Vintage and Classic Club Car of India. See, firstly, this is the only policy. This is the only policy under motor tariff where a discount in TP is given. Under no any other circumstances, TP में हम लोग discount नहीं देते हैं. Okay, 50% discount is given under TP premium. See, in many books, many IMTs or tariff, different things are written under different circumstances. Kindly do not confuse yourself. Somewhere it is written 50% discount on TP premium and 25% discount on OD premium is also written somewhere. Okay. OD premium का कोई question या कोई relevance है नहीं आज की तारीख में examination point of view से. That is why I have also removed that, because 25% discounting does not make any sense right now. All you have to remember is that 50% discount in TP premium is given in case of vintage cars. Okay. Vintage car is the only GR5 where the valued policy can be issued, which is GR7. Vintage valued policy is not available to any motor policy except vintage cars. So this 50% discount in TP premium, just remember 50% discount in TP premium. Do not confuse yourself. Many places, different things are written. Just remember 50% discount on TP premium. If at all in exam a question comes where 25% discount on OD premium is also given, for example, it will never happen, but I'm just asking you, then just select 50% discount on TP premium and 25% on OD premium. That is the answer. But it will never ask, I'm telling you, but still I'm telling you, अगर ऐसा option रहे तो वो select कीजिएगा. Otherwise 50% discount on the TP premium is the correct answer. 25% is the wrong answer. Okay. Next, classic card. What are classic card? Manufactured between 31st 12/1940 to 31st 12/1970 and certified by Vintage and Classic Car Club of India. There is no discounting for this classic cars. So GR 567 is clear. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Next comes IDV. See, nowadays
Excuse me, sir.
nobody's.
Excuse me,
Yes,
sir.
tell me please.
And sir, this discount will also be applicable for classic cars also?
No, there is no discount for classic cars.
Exclusively only for vintage.
Yes, it is only for vintage.
Okay. Thank you.
See, if you want to do a R&D also, na, it is not very difficult. Just make a motor coat. After this class, 1940 uska date of year select karna. You will yourself be able to understand what I'm trying to say. If whatever is the TP premium, the TP premium will be discounted 50%. ठीक है ना? आप कई कुछ चीजें ऐसी आप खुद R&D करके देख सकते हैं instead of going through different materials and confusing yourself. Yes, sir, tell me.
Okay.
सर ओडी डिस्काउंट एक बार फिर से रिपीट कर दीजिए विंटेज
सर मैं ये कह रहा हूँ विंटेज कार में कहीं कहीं आपको ऐसा लिखा हुआ मिल सकता है कि 25% डिस्काउंट ऑन ओडी प्रीमियम. ठीक है, मेरा पर्सनली ऐसा मानना है कि ओडी प्रीमियम का डिस्काउंटिंग का कोई ज्यादा रेलेवेंस है नहीं. इस फिर भी मैंने आपको ये बोला है, ठीक है, अभी जो रिसेंट गाइडलाइन जो मैंने वहीं पे पढ़ी थी वहां पे भी सिर्फ टीपी के बारे में ही जिक्र किया गया था कि 50% डिस्काउंट ऑन टीपी प्रीमियम. सो ओडी प्रीमियम को कोई रेलेवेंस है नहीं, क्वेश्चन आएगा नहीं कभी भी एग्जाम में. बाय चांस मैं कह रहा हूँ 0.00001% एग्जाम में आता भी है मान लीजिए, और ऐसा लिखा रहता है 50% डिस्काउंट ऑन ओडी प्रीमियम एंड 25% ऑन टीपी 50% ऑन टीपी प्रीमियम एंड 25% ऑन ओडी प्रीमियम, तो वो सेलेक्ट कर लेना. अदरवाइज आंसर हमेशा 50% ऑन टीपी प्रीमियम ही रहेगा. ओडी प्रीमियम का कोई रेलेवेंस है नहीं डिस्काउंटिंग का आज की तारीख में. दैट इज व्हाट आई एम सेइंग.
थैंक यू सर.
ओके, नेक्स्ट GR8 IDV. See, nobody is going to ask you from GR 8, 9, 10, what is IDV, what is this, what is that. The questions from these GRs will be numerical based. I'm telling you now only. The questions will be numerical based. So you have to have a clear understanding of how IDV is calculated, how the depreciation is applied. Then only you will be able to solve the questions in the exam. Otherwise, motor is easy as well as it is a subject where many people do negative marking also. Because your concepts are not so clear, but you tend to attend the questions. So that is where you go for negative marking. Okay, concept should be clear. Okay, first concept under IDV is how a IDV is calculated. IDV is always calculated or fixed on manufacturer's listed selling price. बहुत सारी बुक्स में बहुत कुछ लिखा हुआ है. Please remember, IDV is always fixed on manufacturer's listed selling price. कई बार manufacturer's listed is not mentioned, only selling price is mentioned. That is also okay. ठीक है? But if manufacturer's listed selling price is given in the question, always remember IDV is always fixed on manufacturer's listed selling price. Okay, and then for further years it is adjusted as per the depreciation schedule given under GR8. Okay, so first 5 years IDV
Sir, manufacturer, sir, 1 minute. Manufacturer's listed selling price means that is including accessories or showroom price.
What do you mean by accessories, ma'am?
AC, music system.
Ma'am, IDV of the accessories is always mentioned separately, madam. It is mentioned under non-electrical accessories. It is not mentioned if the price, for example, if the vehicle is coming with an inbuilt music system, then that is a part of the invoice. They will not manufacture. कभी manufacturer ऐसे अलग-अलग नहीं बताता है कि इतने का टायर है, इतने का बॉडी शेल है, इतने का म्यूजिक सिस्टम है, राइट? अगर आप अलग से फिट करवाते हैं तो वो IDV का पार्ट नहीं होता है. Then it is mentioned under non-electrical accessories.
अच्छा, then what is the difference between selling price and showroom price?
Ma'am, ex-showroom price, you can call this ex-showroom price also. See, the wording is same. Ex-showroom price is also the same thing. Manufacturer's listed selling price is also the same thing, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So, for example, if a vehicle is, आप आज की तारीख में मान लीजिए 10 लाख रुपीस का व्हीकल ले रहे हैं, और फॉर एग्जाम्पल आप 100 रुपीस का व्हीकल ले रहे हैं, तो एक्स शोरूम प्राइस आपको एक्स शोरूम प्राइस क्या होगा? 100 रुपीज. लेकिन अपना पॉलिसी प्राइस कितना होगा? 95 रुपीज. क्यों? क्योंकि अपने नई गाड़ी का अपन डेप्रिसिएशन कैसे निकालते हैं? 5% अपन डेप्रिशिएट कर देते हैं. अभी डेप्रिसिएशन शेड्यूल में आपको दिखा दूंगा. ठीक है? दिस इज हाउ द IDV is calculated for the first 5 years. What after 5 years? After 5 years, IDV is agreed between insured and the insurance company. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Then a concept comes, what is total loss? What is total loss? In short,
Sir,
I will tell you.
excuse me.
Yes, sir,
I
tell
have a
me.
question, sir. You
Yes.
have written this line that at the time of insurance or renewal, brand new and model of vehicle at the time of insurance and renewal.
Hmm.
So I just wanted to ask that if the price of a particular vehicle increases later on,
Hmm.
then are we going to take that price for the IDV calculation?
Yes, yes. See, now I'll tell you one more thing. I wanted to tell it later, but I'll tell it now since we have discussed the thing. In our practical life, whatever mode we are selecting for calculating the IDVs, 90% of the times we are wrong. We as New Indians have not generated any process where we can adjust the IDV according to the manufacturer's listed selling price or the current ex-showroom price. IDV as per tariff is always fixed on current ex-showroom price only. For example, last year मैंने कोई vehicle लिया था और अभी मान लीजिए उस vehicle का price बढ़ गया है. Example, I'm just giving an example. So this year's IDV should be based on if it is the same make and model. If there is a modification, then that is wrong. But if the same price for the same model, for the same features, if the manufacturers have increased the price, then the current price or the current IDV should be calculated on the current ex-showroom price only and not based on my last year's IDV. We have a practice of deducting 10% from the previous IDV. That is absolutely wrong. And trust me, many private insurers have developed a mechanism where they are hiring a third-party agencies for updating the latest ex-showroom prices in their system. Sadly, we do not have any such procedures, but the IDV should be fixed on current ex-showroom price only, and the suitable depreciation should be applied for the same make and model. There should not be any enhancement. For example, there was a BS4 model. Many people give this justification for fixing IDV. He said the BS4, this truck model was coming for 25 lakhs, but currently it is coming for 35 lakhs. But that was a BS4 model. Now it is a BS6 truck. There were many enhancements. So you cannot fix current showroom of a BS6 model and apply it to BS4 model. That is wrong. That is absolutely wrong. But for the same make and model, we have to fix the IDV as per the current ex-showroom price only. Is it clear?
Sir, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Now, what is total loss? If the repair liability of the vehicle exceeds 75%, if the repair liability of the vehicle exceeds 75%, then it is considered under total loss. Okay, clear? Now, this is the depreciation. This is the depreciation for IDV for the first 5 years, because we currently also, we are governed by the tariff for fixing the IDV. So for first 6 months, 5%. Agar koi naya vehicle, if you have purchased from 1 lakh rupees, so 1 lakh minus 5,000, that is 5%, that is 5,000 rupees. So 95,000 is the IDV of the purchased new vehicle. Then 6 to 1 year, 15%, 1 to 2 year, 20%, 30, 40, 50. Is it clear?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I have a question. When an
Yes, sir.
insured came to us for the first renewal,
Hmm.
that what percentage of the depreciation we will apply on that?
आप खुद ही बताइए सर.
Sir, in my
आप खुद ही
opinion, we
जवाब
are
दीजिए.
fixing the. Sir, in my opinion, we are fixing the IDV for exceeding 1 year and up to 2 years. That 20% of depreciation will be applied.
Absolutely correct, sir. वही होगा सर.
Thank you.
बिल्कुल वही
Thank you, sir.
होगा.
Excuse me, sir.
ठीक है.
Excuse me, sir. Hello.
Yes. I think there was some connectivity issue. Am I audible to everyone now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now
Yes, sir.
audible,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
There
sir.
was some connectivity
Sir, one
problem, I guess.
question.
Yeah, ma'am, tell me please.
Now you are told that we have to do IDV as per the market listed market value, but sometimes if it is not available, what we have to do?
मैम अब आप प्रैक्टिकल बात कर रहे हैं एग्जामिनेशन पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से बात कर रहे हैं
अच्छा नहीं, practical also we should know, no?
हाँ I will tell you ma'am, practical if you are see there is one GIC IDV calculator online when you can go and check for two-wheeler and private cars. That is one way. Second way of is finding out the ex-showroom price. See, there is a lot of difference between what we practically do and what we do, or how we attend a question from examination point of view, ma'am. So there are various methods available. GIC IDV calculator is one among them.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank
so is it clear? Concept of IDV is clear to each and everyone?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
आगे चले? Okay.
Yes, sir.
PPTs.
Excuse me,
Okay.
sir. One question. The previous
Is the
question
PPT,
asked
right?
was
You're
not
able to see
audible.
the
Can you
PPT?
please repeat?
Sir, PPT is not visible.
Previous question. Ma'am, 1 second. I'm just checking that.
Sir, PPT is not visible.
Yes, ma'am, I heard you. 1 second.
The previous question on that 15% or 20%. I think it got disconnected at that point of time.
1 second, ma'am. 1 second, ma'am. Just give me a minute. Let me try sharing the PPT first. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir. Now visible. Now visible, sir.
Ma'am, the question asked by one of the sirs was that how do I fix what will be the IDV after 1 year or on the first renewal? So I was like, first renewal is after exceeding 1 year and less than 2 years. So IDV should be ex-showroom price or the manufacturer's listed selling price or the selling price less 20%. This was the question.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, clear? कुछ भी doubt हो?
Excuse me, sir.
मैम बताइए.
हाँ, जब like हमें first time जब हम renewal कराने के लिए जाएंगे अपनी पॉलिसी का तो 20% डेप्रिसिएशन होगा वहां पर.
बिल्कुल मैडम, 100%. किस में से 20%? ये जानना जरूरी है ना.
जो मैन्युफैक्चर प्राइस था उस टाइम पे.
हाँ, उससे 20% मैम. अपनी पिछली आईडीवी से 20% कम नहीं है होना, वो गलत हो जाएगा.
लेकिन सर प्रैक्टिकली तो हम इसी तरीके से करते हैं ना कि लास्ट.
मैम मैंने तो अभी स्टार्टिंग में ही बोला कि प्रैक्टिकली हम लोग गलत करते हैं. मैंने तो यही बोला कि न्यू इंडिया डज नॉट हैव अ मैकेनिज्म इवन टुडे जहां पे हम अपनी एक्स शोरूम प्राइसेस अपडेट कर रहे हैं. मैं तो खुद आपको वर्बली बोल रहा हूँ सबके सामने. बट होना कैसा चाहिए मैं आपको बता देता हूँ. फॉर एग्जाम्पल मारुति प्लेटफॉर्म, आई एम टेलिंग यू नाउ ऑल्सो, मारुति प्लेटफॉर्म में आईडीवीज अपडेटेड होती हैं एक्स शोरूम प्राइस. उसके हिसाब से ही वो लोग आईडीवी फिक्स करते हैं. इनफैक्ट हम लोग मैक्सिमम लोग तो 10% ही कम करते हैं फर्स्ट रिन्यूअल पे, जो कि बिल्कुल ही गलत है. आप पिछली पॉलिसी से 15% कम कर रहे हो तो अप्रोक्सीमेटली आप फिर भी 20% के नजदीक आ रहे हो. मेनी पीपल आर रिड्यूसिंग ओनली 10%. सो प्रैक्टिकल इज ऑल टुगेदर डिफरेंट. व्हाट शुड बी देयर, दैट इज व्हाट आई एम टेलिंग यू. Okay.
So in normal scenario, this 15% will never be applicable at all.
Ma'am, normal scenario no ma'am.
Okay.
क्या होता है ना मैम, एक्चुअली अगर आप कई बार क्या होता है जैसे प्रैक्टिकल अब आपको मैं प्रैक्टिकल बात बता रहा हूँ. फॉर एग्जांपल फर्स्ट ईयर का आपने इंश्योरेंस 95% काट के किया हुआ है, राइट? इन केस नथिंग इज अवेलेबल टू यू, ठीक है, नथिंग इज अवेलेबल. फॉर एग्जांपल इफ यू विल डिडक्ट दैट आईडीवी और एंड रिड्यूस इट बाय 15%, approximately you will come near to 20% only. So that is one practical scenario where you can use it. Otherwise, practically, I'm not sure how will you use it.
Sir, 1 minute, sir. There are a lot of people from South Zone. They are not able to understand Hindi. Can you please explain?
I'm so sorry. Yeah. Sorry. I'm absolutely sorry.
Sir, one question was there that as you said, in case of discontinuation of, as you said, Bharat Stage BS4 were discontinued. So
yes,
if
sir.
the vehicle is only 3 years old and if that Bharat Stage has been discontinued, so whether we should consider the market value only in that case?
No, sir, we cannot see. I am telling you from the starting only, it will be for the same make and model and with the same categorization. If there is an enhancement in the particular model, then that should not be the base. Current ex-showroom price of the same make and model, sir.
But if in case of discontinuation of
sir, then you have to go by the tariff. Then you have to go apply the depreciation as per last year from 1 to 2 years first. See, the problems comes, so the problem comes in the 1 to 2 year only. After that, 2 to 3, it is 30%, 40%, 50%.
Yes.
In the practical life, if you are reducing it by 10% after second year, it is okay. It is okay. Because sometimes it is not possible for us to find out the ex-showroom prices for each and every commercial vehicle.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Somebody was telling me, in case you are not able to understand, in case I have told something in Hindi, I can repeat it again for you in case you want me to repeat something.
Okay, sir.
You want me to repeat something or you
No,
understood
sir.
whatever I told?
No, it's fine, sir. You can continue.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take care of that. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So now GR9, that is depreciation for partial losses claims. So what is the depreciation? For rubber, nylon, plastic parts, tires and tubes, batteries and airbags, the depreciation is 50%. For fiberglass components, the depreciation is 30%. For glass parts, there is no depreciation. For painting material cost, the depreciation is 50%. See, painting comes under two heads, I'll tell you. In examination, mostly it will be mentioned painting cost. So what is the meaning of painting cost? Painting cost means it includes the labor as well as the painting material. So if in case bifurcation is not given, how do we deal with such losses? So for example, 100 rupees is the painting cost. It includes painting labor and painting material. So 25% is considered under painting material and 75% is considered under painting labor charges. And 50% depreciation is applied to that painting material cost. That is one way of doing it. Second way, you do not want to bifurcate it 75, 25 and then apply 50% depreciation on 25. So total comes to 87.5. So one thing you can do is you can apply depreciation 12.5% on the total amount. The answer will be same. Is it clear what I'm trying to say here?
Yes, sir.
You understood
Yes,
the
sir.
concept of painting? In the examination, in the numericals, sir, in the examinations, in the numericals, it will be mentioned the painting cost. The painting cost includes the labor as well as the painting material charges. Normally, the painting material cost is 25% of the total amount. For example, 100 rupees is the painting cost, 75%, 75 rupees is the labor, 25 rupees is the painting material cost. Now, as per the depreciation schedule or GR9, 50% depreciation is applied on the painting material. So 25 rupees, 50% is 12.5. Okay, so 75 is the labor which is allowed in full, plus 12.5% is the painting material which is allowed. So 75 plus 12.5 is 87.5. So you can do that way, or if you want to solve it fast, 12.5% on 100 rupees. It is one and the same thing. This is how the numericals are solved. For example, 100 rupees is given in the painting cost. How much it will be allowed? 87.5 rupees will be allowed. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very much clear,
Okay.
sir.
Rubber, nylon, plastic, tire and tubes, batteries, airbags, 50% depreciation. Fiberglass components, 30%. Glass parts, nil. Painting material cost, 50%. Okay. Up. What about the other parts? For example, metallic parts or wooden parts. Wooden parts. Once there was in exam, it was mentioned wooden parts. We read plastic parts, we read nylon, we read fiber glasses, we read glass parts, we read painting cost, we read metallic parts. But this depreciation schedule is same for metallic as well as wooden parts. Okay. So what is the depreciation? For the first 6 months, nil depreciation. 6 months to 1 year, 5%. 1 to 2 year, 10%. 2 to 3 year, 15%. 3 to 4 years, 25%. 4 to 5, 35%. 5 to 10, 40%, and exceeding 10 years, 50% depreciation. In case you have started preparing for the exam, you must have already mugged up the depreciation of wooden and metallic parts by now. You should know by now the depreciation schedule. Is it clear? You all are aware about this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great.
Sir,
you are
from examination point of view regarding this AC condenser and in car, वो part किस में cover होगा?
Metallic part.
Metallic part में.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. If you understood, everyone understood whatever we have discussed till now?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
great. So, okay, now solve this question. If you have understood, you have 2 minutes time. This is the first question, number 1. I want each and see these questions are prepared by me only. In case there is something error, I have checked it thoroughly. You can bring it to my notice. But let us solve question by question. This is how the questions will come in the exam. Nobody will ask you what will be the depreciation for 5 to 10 years in metallic. Nobody is going to ask you. That is why I told you to have a paper and pencil in your hand before starting this class. Let us start this. Question number 1. You have 2 minutes to solve this question. Then we'll discuss.
$99,900.
Okay.
99,900.
99,900.
Sir, it is none of the above because CTL goes with beyond 75%.
Okay.
And so answer is not there. 75,000 means 80,000 ka 75% less excess. But that amount is not written. So it is none of the above.
Okay. 15 more seconds. Anyone else?
None of the above, sir.
Okay.
None of the above.
99,900
99,900.
because it is the IDV, so IDV may only we have to reduce the excess.
Okay. 84 log hai abhi right now. I have heard answers from only probably 10 persons. What about the rest 70 question people? Just try. Whatever. Tell
This
me.
is the total loss also, sir.
Yes. So what will be the answer, sir?
The answer is 99,900.
Okay.
99,900.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Answer is 99,900.
Okay.
99,900.
Okay.
Because the estimate of repair is more than 75%. That is 80,000 is the estimate of repair.
Okay. See.
Sir, answer
Yeah.
99,900.
Okay. So maximum people are saying the answer is 99,900. Second answer I heard was none of the above. Is there any other person who have a different answer or with a different option? Questions of these type will definitely come in the exam. Definitely, if you are appearing for 75,900. Okay. There is a new answer 75.
And salvage will be retained by the company. If otherwise, value of the salvage also.
Sir, there is no mention of salvage.
There is no mention, no, sir.
If there is no mention of salvage, you need not consider it. You need not to think who will retain it. So we just have to do not apply salvage in case of numericals in case it is not mentioned. 75,900. Is there any new answer?
This is where there is a mention estimated cost of repair. This is not final or estimated. This is confusing.
Sir, what is the total claim payable to the customer if the repair estimated cost is same as per repair bill?
75,900, sir.
None of the above.
Okay, so we have various answers. This is C. We study each and everything.
9,900.
Please mute yourself. Okay. Please mute yourself so that everyone can hear. Great. See, we study each and everything, but this is where we go wrong in the exams. Okay. See, this is one very easy numerical where we probably do not have to even pick up our pen also. Can you please mute yourself? SIBI 5, please mute yourself. Yes, thank you. Okay. See, whenever a numerical comes in the exam, do not run away from the numericals. Firstly. Second, believe in yourself that you can solve this numerical, because you cannot, nowadays 4 to 5 questions are numerical based. You cannot skip from the numericals in the exams, because there may be some other questions which you may not be sure of. So you have to have knowledge to how to solve the numericals. Okay. Question number 1. Question number 1 was specifically framed by me to make you understand the concept of total loss. Whenever any question comes, before starting the calculations, first understand whether this is a case of total loss or not. First concept, do not waste your time unnecessarily calculating. Okay. For example, in this case, the date of registration of the vehicle was 1/11/2022, and the vehicle met with an accident of 25/2023. So what will be the depreciation of metallic parts? What will be the depreciation of metallic parts?
5%.
5%. Very good.
5%.
5%. Okay. So 70,000 is the cost of metallic parts. 5% is 3,500. So see, 3,500 are be reduced from metallic parts. Okay. Rubber parts. What will be the depreciation?
50%.
50%. So 500 rupees is allowed. So 3,500 plus 500. Total depreciation till now is 4,000 rupees. Glass parts?
Nil.
So total 1,000 rupees is allowed. Okay. Labor charge 8,000 rupees.
It's a full
Totally
8,000.
allowed. Okay. So 4,000 is the depreciation out of 80,000 rupees. So what is the net left? 76,000 is the net left. And what is the excess in case of two-wheeler?
100 rupees.
100 rupees. Always remember to see, examiner will never tell you to apply excess. You have to apply excess by your own logic itself. The point of giving the CC, the point of giving the GVW in the answer, in the question itself, means that you have to apply your own logic and depreciate the excess from the final amount. Nobody will tell you to do it. You have to do it in the exam. Okay. So 100 rupees is the excess for two-wheeler. So 76,000 minus 100 is 75,900. Is it more than 75% of the IDV?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now it is a case of total loss.
Total loss.
So how the total loss is settled? IDV minus excess. What is the IDV? 1 lakh rupees.
1 lakh.
What is the excess? 100 rupees. So answer is 99,900. One of the madam was telling it is a case of total loss. So she was deducting 75% from 80,000. That is absolutely wrong. IDV in total loss, the numericals are always settled based on the IDV, not on the estimated cost. Is it clear? The answer will be 99,900. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Will you be able to solve such type of numericals?
Yes.
If it comes in the exam, it will come. I'm telling you. Understand me.
Sir, rec value we have to take into account. Na?
Sir, if it is mentioned, you have to take. If it is not mentioned, see, examiner will never give you each and everything on the platter. If it is not mentioning anything about the salvage, if it is not mentioning anything about the salvage, you have to not consider it.
Okay, we will deduct something.
And anyway, salvage is the property of insurance company. See, examiner, you cannot question the examiner why this is not given, why that is not given. If salvage is not mentioned, you have to go without salvage, because anyways in total loss, salvage is the property of insurance company.
Right.
Sir, we just read the question and answer accordingly.
Sorry, ma'am.
Nothing, sir.
What is the correct answer? 75,900 or 99,900?
Ma'am, 99,900. That is how I explained just now. How the 99,900 came, that is how I explained. 99,900 is the correct answer.
Sorry, assessment
But
it is less
company
amount.
will save the money now if company pays 75,600.
Madam, why will customer accept 76,000? And ma'am, it is not about saving the money. Please understand. The total loss concept is not about saving the concept. The IDV stands there. If you settle it, if you give 76,000, another loss might occur. See, we have to go by the rules and regulations laid by the company. What company is saving, you do not think about that in the examination.
But sir, his
If the-
repair cost is only 80,000, but he's then gaining 80,000 and we are paying 99,900.
Yes, ma'am, but the policy is cancelled in case of total loss. There is no further liability arising. If you settle 76,000, the policy will still be active. There might be another loss. If it is more than 75,000, 75% of the total IDV, it means it is not economical to repair the vehicle.
But his cost is 80,000.
Ma'am, that does not mean if the repair liability, what did I tell everyone in the starting itself? Whenever the repair liability of the company exceeds 75% of the IDV, the vehicle will be categorized under total loss. Who is getting benefited, who is not getting benefited, where the company is getting benefit, leave all this thing in the examination.
Sir, total
Wherever
loss
the
we
repair
will
liability of
take the three assessments repair cost and total IDV and rec also, which is less we have to take into account.
Sir, that is what I am saying. In case of total loss claims, anyways, the salvage is the property of the insurance company. If the question is not asking about salvage, you have to not consider it, sir. Very simple. You just apply depreciation as per the schedule. Check whether whatever the final cost is coming, if it is more than 75%, it is categorized under total loss. Just apply excess, IDV minus excess. That is the answer in case of total loss questions.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, whether the total loss estimation based paniya or total assessment based pani we will be deciding, sir.
Ma'am, assessment you cannot do. See, understand the thing. If you are repairing the vehicle, then the assessment will come into picture, right? We are
just a rough assessment by a surveyor will do, no, sir.
Exactly, ma'am. That is what
the
I'm
garage
saying.
may give the garage may be more than 1 lakh also, but
Ma'am, that is what I'm saying. That is why
Yes,
I've
sir.
mentioned you the bifurcation, right? That is why I mentioned whether the work which surveyor is doing, we have to do and decide whether it is a total loss claim or not.
Okay, sir.
See, what survey will do? Survey will, for example, the 70,000 will be bifurcated into 20 metallic parts. Still, the depreciation will be same only, na?
Okay, sir.
How do we decide? In practical life also? How do we decide
Yes,
whether it
sir.
is a total loss or claim or not? Surveyor
Yeah,
gives
based
us
on all depreciation,
the assessment.
salvage, under insurance,
No, salvage.
everything.
No,
Excess.
ma'am. Salvage is not taken into consideration. Let me correct you here. Salvage is not taken into consideration. Before salvage, whatever the liability is coming for the insurance
Yeah,
company,
yes, sir.
accordingly
Yes, sir.
we take that call. Salvage is
Okay, sir.
already always the insurance company. We reduce our liability by this.
Okay,
But
sir.
total loss is decided before deducting salvage.
Yes, sir.
Depending on the terms and conditions of the policy. If it is a nil debt policy, we are not deducting the depreciation. If it is a non package policy, we have to deduct the depreciation and then decide whether it is exceeding 75% or not. That is where what you have to do. In general life, surveyor does it for you, but in this case, you have to do it yourself.
Yeah, okay, sir. Understood, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Is it clear? Is it clear? If it is not clear, you can ask me again. These types of questions will come in the exam. I'm 1000% sure. Okay. If you are sure, if you have understood this question, let us solve question number 2. Let us solve question number 2.
So 2 lakh
2,20,000, sir.
20,000.
2,20,000.
So full question is not visible.
Sorry, ma'am.
220. Question is not visible.
Ma'am, it is visible to everyone. That is why everyone is answering. Okay, what is the answer for question number 2?
2,20,000.
Everyone got the same answer?
20,000.
Option 1.
So this case is not falling under total loss. Okay. The date of registration of the vehicle is 2000. Everyone did this numerical? Everyone is getting the same answer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Great.
Yes,
So
sir.
in this case, it is 13558 cc. If normally a vehicle with vehicle means a private car, or you can replace the vehicle with a private car word also. Normally, if a vehicle is given, normally you should consider it with private car only. The date of registration is 2015. So that means, and the date of accident was 10th March 2023. So that means the vehicle is 8 years old approximately. Okay. So 8 years old vehicle metallic depreciation schedule is 40%. Okay. Correct? 40%. So first metallic part 60,000, we depreciate 40%. So we allow 36,000 rupees. Rubber parts 40,000, we allow 20,000 rupees. Glass parts we allow in full. So all 30,000 will be given. Labor charges 70,000. Battery cost 50% depreciation will be applied. So 30,000 will be allowed. Painting cost 40,000 rupees. So we depreciate it by 12.5%. So answer will be 35,000 rupees. I will give you one more trick to solve the painting cost. Whatever the painting cost comes, just
The complete
multiply
question
it
is
by
not
7.
visible, sir.
It is visible to me.
Visible,
How
Sir,
other?
in the lower one,
Visible,
lower
sir.
one is
Visible,
not
sir.
only four, up to
Visible.
4 I am seeing, sir.
I don't know. If how others are answering then, if it is not
Sir,
visible.
on
Then
mobile,
It's back to
tap
upper
the
side, sir.
screen.
It might
On
be on
mobile,
mobile.
tap the screen.
Mobile is, yes.
so that is
Anyway,
that
sir,
has
you
to
may
be done at
go
your
ahead.
end. Okay. So painting cost, I am giving you a trick to solve it faster. Whenever the painting cost comes, just multiply it by 7 by 8. Just multiply it by 7 by 8. For example, 8,000 rupees it is given. Multiply it by 7 by 8. So answer is 7,000 rupees. You understood what I am saying?
Yes, sir. Very well.
Sir, painting cost here is means ki paint cost and labor cost both
ji,
are
ma'am.
included in this.
Yes, madam. Yes, madam. Bilkul. I told you in the starting itself, painting cost means it includes the labor as well as the material charges. Whenever the question comes, painting cost.
That's why my answer goes wrong.
Yes, ma'am. Definitely, because I have not written painting material cost. In 99.9% questions, it will be written painting cost only, madam. Okay.
Okay, the total is multiplied by 7 divided by 8.
Yes, ma'am. That is a trick I am telling you. Okay. Or you can depreciate it by 12.5%.
No, sir.
Okay.
I am just go with your trick. It's the 7.8.
So it will be 35,000 rupees, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
So the total will be 2,21,000. What will be the excess? 1358 cc, 1,000 rupees. So answer will be 2,20,000 rupees. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Are you gaining some confidence to solve
Yes,
the
sir, yes,
numericals in the
Yes,
exam?
sir. Yes, sir.
Some
Certainly.
confidence?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Let us move forward now. Okay, we'll deal with 2 more numericals, but at a later stage. Okay, let us move ahead with our GRs first. Okay. Okay, geographical zones. Geographical zones, India for private car, 2-wheelers and commercial vehicles C1 and C4. What is commercial vehicle C1? Commercial vehicle C1 is passenger carrying vehicles with seating capacity less than 6. And C4 means commercial vehicles, passenger carrying vehicles, 2-wheeler. They are also categorized in line with private car and 2-wheeler for geographical zones. So for private car, 2-wheelers and commercial vehicles C1 and C4, there are 2 zones, Zone A and Zone B. Zone A is Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad, Kolkata, Pune, Delhi. Okay, 4 metro cities along with Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Pune and Hyderabad and rest of India. So there are 2 zones in private car, 2-wheeler and commercial vehicle, 4C1 and C4. Second is commercial vehicle excluding C1 and C4. In that case, there are 3 zones, Zone A, B and C. Zone A is all the 4 metro cities. Zone B is the state capital and Zone C is the rest of India. This you have to learn. Okay. Period of insurance. Period of insurance in case of motor is 12 months.
Sir, one point.
Yes, please.
Sir, these zones should be taken from the registration number.
Where the vehicle is flying has no relevance for deciding the premium. The date of the zone of registration, which RTO it is registered, where the RTO is, that is where from where the geographical zone is to be decided.
Thank you, sir.
Period of insurance. Period of insurance is 12 months. Can we issue policy for longer than 12 months? No. The tariff does not permit that. Okay. And now don't tell me about that package long-term policies. Okay. That is a different concept. And what about shorter duration policies? Yes, we can issue policies for less than 12 months. If, for example, a customer has 100 vehicles. He wants to renew all the vehicles from 1st April only. And currently all the policies are running or getting renewed on different time periods. So in that case, the policy for a shorter duration may be issued. But in general, policy for 12 months are issued. It is not permissible to issue period policy for longer months. Policy for shorter duration may be issued if the customer wants to arrive at a common renewal date. Okay? Payment pro rata basis have to be deposited and to be renewed with the same insurer. Now, if you are issuing the policy with a shorter period duration, okay, how will you, what are the, for example, the premium will be charged on the short period rates only. And what are the short period rates? These are the short period rates. 20%, 30%, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Similarly for refund also. In case the policy is cancelled on the request of insured, there are two concepts for cancellation. On the basis of insured and on the basis of insurance company. If insurance company is cancelling, it is on pro rata basis. If insured is cancelling on the basis on the request of insured, we are cancelling the policy, it has to be on short period policy. These are the short period rates available. Okay. There is no shortcut to it. You have to learn the short period rates. These GRs, nobody is going to ask you. Still, I'll tell you fast. Display of premium, OD and TP premium is displayed separately. Computation of premium discounting has to be as per tariff. Payment of premium, we are not accepting the premium in installments, so all the premium has to be paid in one go only. Minimum premium, sometimes the question comes from this minimum premium. 25 vehicle for modified for blind, handicapped, mentally challenged people. For example, a blind question comes in the, for example, a blank question come in the exam. It is not mentioning anything. What is the minimum premium under motor policy? Minimum possible premium under motor policy. The answer will not be 100, answer will be 25 rupees.
25.
Okay. You have to learn it by yourself that for physically handicapped, mentally challenged people, 25 rupees per vehicle is the minimum premium. For rest other, it is 100 rupees. Okay. GR17 transfer. For example, in case of transfer of vehicle, policy, third party policies automatically transferred. And for transfer of OD policy, automatically transfer or deemed transferred, application should be received by insurance company within 14 days. Okay. And transfer and okay. And mostly what do we do? In case there is an NCB on the policy, we are recovering the NCB and we are charging 50 rupees for transfer of policy. It is very easy. Okay. GR 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay. First, change of vehicle. What do you mean by change of vehicle? Change of vehicle, IDV, this GR says that in case of sale of vehicle, policy of one vehicle can be substituted by another vehicle. This GR holds no relevance now because for new vehicle now either long-term policy or bundled policy is issued. So this GR has no relevance right now. But what this GR says, this GR says by adjusting the premium for the balance period, one policy can be substituted by another policy, provided the second policy is issued for the same category of vehicle. But this GR holds no relevance now because for new vehicles now, we are issuing either standalone long-term policies or bundled policies. Vehicle subject to hire purchase agreement, lease agreement, and hypothecation agreement. I'm 100% sure. If I ask 10 persons, can you explain to me what is this hire purchase agreement? Most of the people will not be able to exactly explain to me what is this hire purchase agreement. See, what is this hire purchase agreement? In general language, what it says is, for example, I am the hirer. Okay, I have given my vehicle to some third person. on hire basis, he has given me certain portion of the amount for this vehicle, and rest of the amount of that vehicle he is giving to me in, for example, in monthly installments. So vehicle will be in my name. The person who is hiring the vehicle, the policy will be in my name, and the owner's interest will be protected by the way of endorsement. For example, it is my new vehicle. For example, I am the dealer, for example, or I am a manufacturer, or I am the owner of the new vehicle. I have not received full money, but I have made an hire purchase agreement with the buyer. He has given me one installment of the vehicle. Rest installment is pending. I am charging certain rate of interest for that. I have purchased a hire purchase agreement. So in whose name the policy will be there? The policy will be in the name of hirer only, and the owner's interest will be protected by endorsement till the time this hire purchase agreement is in form. For example, this hire purchase agreement is for 5 years. So till the whole amount is received by the hirer, this hire purchase agreement will continue, and the policy will be issued in the name of hirer only, and the owner's interest will be protected by endorsement. So everyone is reading this thing, hire purchase, but nobody is trying to understand what is this hire purchase agreement. This is hire purchase agreement. Second is lease agreement. Similarly, I am giving my vehicle to someone on lease basis for 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. So the policy will be, I am leasing my vehicle. So policy will be in my name only, and the lessor's interest will be protected. But now in GR 21 hypothecation, it is different. For example, I am taking a loan from a bank. In that case, policy will be in my name only, but the financer name will be protected or will be endorsed in the RC and in the policy. This is what we are doing everyday basis also. Now, most of the vehicles are taken on loan. So we are applying the financer and attaching the financer in this policy according to hypothecation agreement GR 21. I hope GR 19, 20, 21 is clear to everyone. Is it
Sir,
clear?
I have a question.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Like lease agreement, about lease agreement, suppose मैंने लीज पे गाड़ी ले ली है और मेरे नाम पे गाड़ी है, ठीक है, आरसी भी मेरे नाम पे होगी, तो जो आप मुझे
मैडम आपने गाड़ी लीज पे ले ली है तो आपके नाम पे क्यों होगी? ये तो पहला सवाल मेरा यही है. Why it will be on your name? Why the RC will be in your name if you have taken your vehicle on lease?
सर सपोज किसी XYZ कंपनी से मैंने लीज पे गाड़ी ली है, पॉलिसी भी मेरे नाम पे होगी?
No, madam. It will be on the name of that the person who is leasing you, XYZ company. The policy will be in the name of XYZ company only. That is what I'm trying to say. Similarly, if you have taken a, for example, you are taking a new vehicle and you have, this is not done practically. This is from examination point of view, but you should understand what is the hire purchase agreement or lease agreement. Hire purchase agreement means you have taken the vehicle, but you are paying, for example, monthly installments. But the vehicle is not in your name, because till the time you will pay for that amount. This is not in practical life. Practical life, hypothecation agreement is only being used. But what is a hire purchase agreement? That you should understand. You do not have to go deep into it. I feel so. Just remember, in hire purchase agreement, policy will be in the name of hirer. In lease agreement, policy will be in the name of lessee. In the hypothecation agreement, it will be in the name of registered owner only, because you are a owner of the vehicle, and the interest of the financer will be protected by the way of hypothecation agreement or by adding the financer in the policy. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Cover note. Cover note. In the tariff, it is written the cover note is valid for 15 days, 15, 15, 15, 15. And the cover note is valid for 60 days. But in recent amendment, it has been added that a cover note is valid only for 7 days. And if policy is not issued within 7 days, you have to inform the RTO. So you should remember both the things. What is the correct recent amendment for 7 days and the previous one also. Okay, clear? 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 Can we move forward, or anybody has any doubt?
Previous one कितना दिन थे?
Sorry, ma'am.
The cover note का कितना previous?
Ma'am, in case, see, whenever in exam there will be a question, the question will clarify itself. If in the exam the question will come, it will come in that way. As per the recent amendment act of 2019, what is the validity of the cover note? So what will be the answer? 7 days. If it says as per the MBA Act 1989, the validity of the cover note is 60 days. See, in examination, it will not confuse you. It will clarify itself in what he's trying to ask you. Okay. So you should know both the things. That is what I'm saying. Clear?
Yes.
Should we move forward?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Great.
sir.
Okay. Certificate of insurance. It's okay. Cancellation and double insurance. It is very, 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 very important GR. Mostly question comes from this GR. This GR is divided into two parts: cancellation of insurance and double insurance. Cancellation I've already discussed with you. In case the policy is requested by the insured, we are cancelling on the short period basis. In case the policy is cancelled by the insurance company, it is on pro rata basis. Okay. Whenever we cancel a policy, we have to make sure that at least a TP policy is in force. Okay. Double insurance. The question comes from double insurance. For example, two policies are issued for the same vehicle. Okay. Always remember first, the policy which is issued later. Obviously, the customer will not give double the premium, right? So what the policy issued later will be cancelled. First logic is this. Okay. Second logic, in case both the policies are from the same insurer, then 100% refund will be given and policy which is starting at a later date will be cancelled. Second logic, if the policy is from different insurers, then what will you do? Then pro rata refund of premium is done and the policy which is starting at a later date is cancelled. Now the question came couple of years back. The question came, very simple question. This is the policy period. The policy was issued with two different insurers. Okay. And what will be the method of refund? Cancellation on pro rata basis, cancellation on pro rata basis, subject to retention of minimum premium, cancellation on short period basis, cancellation on short period basis, subject to retention of minimum premium. What will be the answer?
Cancellation of pro rata basis subject to minimum retention.
Yes. Always remember. See, I am telling you, that is why you are remembering it. Otherwise, people go through it and okay, they have read this thing. But in the exam, you get confused that whether minimum premium has to be retained or not. So always remember in the GR of double insurance, minimum premium has to be retained. So answer will be pro rata retention subject to retention of pro rata refund subject to retention of minimum premium. What is the minimum premium? 100 rupees plus GST. Plus GST. Okay. Remember this thing. See, we read everything. See, everybody is reading GRs. There is no difference. But half of the people are not understanding it correctly, not applying the logic correctly, are the people who are getting lesser marks. Some of the people who are reading it carefully, line by line, and applying the logic and remembering the thing in the exam are the persons who are getting good marks. Okay. So understand.
Sir, one question, sir.
Yes, sir, please.
Sir, regarding cancellation with the same insurer, will this 100%, 100 rupees will be retained by us?
Yes.
Or else 100% will be given?
It will be retained, sir. In all the cases, whether with same insurer or with different insurer, minimum premium has to be retained. That is what I'm saying.
Thank you.
Do not always remember this thing. In case of double insurer, in case of refund, minimum premium has to be retained. Always remember this thing. See, today I'm telling you all these concepts. When the questions will come in the exam, now at a later stage, you will remember. Obviously, you will not remember at that point of time, but then you will remember that, okay, this thing or this logic was told to us during that class. Otherwise, we would have done it wrong. Obviously, after exams, you will not remember any of us, but always remember this thing. These are very important from examination point of view. Okay. These GR 25, 26 are not very important. Fresh certificate of insurance, in case certificate insurance is torn or anything, it can be issued. It is not important. Let's go to GR 27, no claim bonus. Okay. No claim bonus GR has 5 to 6 very important logics which we have to apply because questions come from no claim bonus. First is sunset clause. What is sunset clause? Okay. I'm asking you, everyone have studied sunset clause. NCB earned between 1st July 2002 to 30th June 2003. Both dates are inclusive. The NCB in those policies were protected 55% or 65%. 60% is not logic. If a question comes in sunset clause is applicable for what are the percentage slabs available for sunset clause? 55, 60, 65, AB, AB. So 60% is not a slab in sunset clause, 55% or 65%. It is applicable for two-wheeler, private car and commercial vehicles. First thing, first logic in the no claim bonus. Second logic, NCB is always based on the insured and not on the vehicle. You already know this thing. NCB earned by an institution can be transferred to the employee if the vehicle is run by that employee. Okay. NCB, if we are allowing NCB, we have to write within 21 days and the other insurer has to reply within 30 days. In case of sale of vehicle, NCB certificate or after expiry of policy, once the NCB certificate is issued, it is valid for 3 years for the same category of vehicle. In case the policy is expired and not renewed within 90 days, then the NCB entitlement is expired. Okay. This 90 days relaxation is given to 365 days for paramilitary persons working in forward areas. In case of death of insured, for example, insured died, then NCB can be transferred to the transferee or the legal hire. For liability plus fire and theft policies or fire or theft policies, NCB concept applies. Okay. But NCB concept does not apply on motor trade policies, motor transit risk, road risk, and internal risk policies. So motor trade concept, or sorry, NCB concept is not applicable for motor trade policies. Okay. And what are the NCB slabs? 20, 25, 35, 45, 50. Okay. Anyone has any doubt till now?
What is the validity of certificate issues for 3 years from the date of expiry of policy or date of sale of vehicle?
Date of expiry of previous policy. Sir, normally the next slab is given when we have a 365 days claim free year. Okay. Yes, in case, see, you remember your logic always. Key, and you can read in the tariff also of GR 27. It specifies that NCB certificate is valid from 3 years from date of expiry of previous insurance. For example, in case of sale of vehicle, see these things, whenever the question will come in the exam, it will very much clarify you. Okay. The answer will be 3 years from date of expiry of previous insurance.
Sir,
can we move ahead?
Sir, one question, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, considering commercial vehicle, power unit and a trailer, both having NCBs. If
Yes,
any accident occurs,
yes, sir.
What will be the application of NCB?
Sir, NCB. I wanted to explain it later stage, but okay, since you have asked now, in case a trailer is attached to a vehicle, they both are considered as a single unit only, and claim arising out on any one of them, NCB will be effected for both. Okay.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, can I ask a question which might not be related to exam but is related to NCB?
Please ask.
Sir, on what basis are we providing NCB certificates to the insured? Just in case, I just wanted to ask, on what basis are we going to issue NCB certificate to the insured?
On what basis means?
I just for an example, a policy is running. It's been 6 months now, and the customer asked me to issue NCB certificate as he's buying new car and wants to transfer this NCB on his new car. Then what are the documents?
What was the NCB? What was the NCB on the current policy?
On most of the cases, it is 50%.
Okay, and what was the NCB on the expiring policy?
50.
Last year's policy.
50%.
So he's eligible for 50%, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you can recover the NCB for that policy because NCB cannot run on 2 policies consecutively. So
and
you can do the NCB.
And what if he asks to cancel his current policy instead of giving the recovery amount?
Okay, he can cancel this policy. You can issue the NCB certificate. What is the problem?
Without any recovery.
So if you're canceling the policy, see, why are you recovering the NCB? Because that discount has been given for 365 days. You cannot run, it cannot be consecutively run on two different policies, right? That is what you're doing the NCB recovery. NCB recovery is for the balance period, not for the already covered period, right? If he's canceling the policy, then what is the issue? Then there is no issue.
And what if the earliest level was 48% or 38%? What if the earlier slab was 45% or 35%?
So he's not eligible for the next slab because he's not completed 365 days complete.
Then we'll be issuing him certificate for the previous slab, right?
Yes, definitely.
So
How
we
can
can
you issue
cancel.
for a-
We can. So we can cancel the current policy and issue him certificate of the earlier slab.
Exactly. That is what I'm saying.
Okay, thank you so much.
That is why I asked you what is the current NCB slab and what was the slab on the previous policy.
Okay, so no NCB recovery is needed, right?
In case you're canceling the policy, why are you need? Because NCB recovery is anyways done for the balance period, right?
Okay. So are we going to ask him sale proof or something like that in case of
Yes,
sale of
you can
vehicle?
ask. You can ask. You have to ask.
Or we can issue him certificate without asking the for sale certificate.
You should ask.
Okay, that is a mandate.
On what basis? On what basis you are canceling the policy? In case the vehicle is not, in case the vehicle RC is still existent, for canceling any policy, you have to make sure that the TP policy is in place. Just now I told you, right?
Sometimes brokers or this insured say that
no. So
just retain a TP.
That is
They
all
ask us
practical
to-
what you are doing. If you, in case you have to have a valid third party policy at least in existence if the vehicle RC is in existence.
So
This
what
is
if
the rule.
what if we retain the TP premium and then cancel the policy? Do we need an alternate policy then also?
What? Sorry.
What if we retain full TP premium?
While
canceling the policy, if we retain the third party premium, do we need an alternate policy that time?
What is the
also?
logic of NCB? NCB is not applicable for TP premium anyways. You have to take the NCB recovery in that case. NCB recovery will be done, na? NCB is valid for OD claim, OD portion of the policy, na? Not on the TP policy.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
So what is this NCB on abroad can be allowed within 3 years?
Yes, it can be abroad, ma'am. If in case you are coming from some other country, you are living there, you are having NCB certificate from that country, that NCB can be allowed in after coming to India also.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Can we move ahead?
Yes.
Is it clear? Okay. Question number 3. Please solve question number 3. You have 1 minute to solve this question. Please. Okay, what is the answer for question number 3? What is the answer for question number 3?
C, 38,500.
Okay, 30,500. Okay. Any other answers? Only one person is solved.
39,500.
38,500.
38,500 is the correct answer. Anyone getting any other answers? If you're getting any other answer, you are absolutely wrong. 38,500 is the correct answer for this question. Okay. See, I'll explain it. You already know this thing. The logic is already clear to you. The vehicle was purchased in 20th March 2018. A vehicle met with an accident on 20th May 2023. So that means 5 years are over. So depreciation slabs for 5 to 6 years will be applied. So depreciation slabs for plastic is 50%. For metal will be 40%. So front bumper 4,000. So 2,000 will be allowed. Right headlamp. Headlamp is the plastic part. So 2,500 will be allowed. AC condenser is the metallic part. So out of 10,000, 40% will be depreciated. So 6,000 will be allowed. Labor 8,000. Full 8,000 will be allowed. Paint 8,000 into 7 by 8. So 7,000 will be allowed. Glass 10,000. 10,000 will be allowed. Molding is a plastic part. 1,500 will be allowed. Glass sealant 2,000. 1,000 will be allowed. Pickup and drop charges. Are we going to allow pickup and drop charges in the claim?
No, sir.
No.
Sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay. So this 1,000 will not be considered. Salvage 1,000 rupees will be deducted. Fiberglass 5,000. Fiberglass 30% depreciation is applied. So 3,500 will be allowed. So total of all this will comes to 40,500 minus what will be the excess? 1,000 rupees will be the excess and 1,000 rupees will be deducted for salvage. So what will be the answer? 38,500 is the correct answer. You understood?
Sir, front bumper comes under plastic part.
Yes, ma'am.
Plastic and headlamp.
Headlamp also plastic, ma'am.
Plastic. AC.
Yes.
AC also.
AC condenser. Just now someone asked, ma'am, in the class itself, it is a metallic part.
Metallic parts.
Yes.
Sir, and molding.
Molding is plastic, ma'am.
Plastic. Oh.
See, some parts you have to, you need to know in the examination point of view. See, I do not know out of 80% how many are preparing for 3 to 4 or 4 to 5. See, there are the parts will be mentioned. You have to, company understands that, and in scale 3, scale 2, scale 4, you should by now know which part is under which category. Majority of these parts. I tried to include all the logics here, the fiber also, salvage also, pickup and drop charges also, where you can get confused. So I've tried to incorporate each and every part which can come in the exam for solving this numerical. Okay, let's go to question number 4.
Sir, can you help us to specify which part is which, sir? I mean, is there any list?
Sir,
Suppose front bumper is a plastic.
Sir, you can just Google parts of a vehicle, and it is very easily available everywhere.
For example, sir, commercial vehicle front bumper.
Sir, commercial vehicle it will not be asked. Sir, commercial vehicle it will not be asked. For private car, at least you remember. See, bumpers are plastic parts. The fender and the doors will be metallic parts. AC condenser, intercooler, radiator will be metallic parts. At least this much you can remember, na?
Okay.
Headlamp will be plastic parts. These are the basic parts of the vehicle for a private car. At least that you remember. You are not expected to know each and every part, but at least the basic parts of a vehicle. At least a private car. That is expected from you. Question number 4.
Sir, 1 minute. My total doesn't come 40,500.
Why, ma'am?
Bumper ka how much?
आप बताइए, ma'am. If your answer is not coming, you have
2,000,
to tell
2,000.
Okay.
2,000, huh? Right headlamp, 2,500.
Yes.
AC 6,000.
Yes.
Labor 8,000.
Yes.
Paint 3,500.
How come 3,500, ma'am? Paint you have to multiply by 7 by 8, right? You remember the 7 by 8 logic? It should be 7,000. Why 3,500? It is a private car. 8,000 rupees is allowed. Paint means paint work. It includes everything.
Miss, there only I made a mistake.
Ma'am. That is 7,000 rupees. Okay.
Hello.
Let's move ahead. Sir, tell me.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, pick and drop charges are not covered?
No, sir. If specifically towing is mentioned, then it is covered. Pickup and drop charges cannot be mistaken with towing charges, sir. I know many people will think that is why I have mentioned it specifically here.
Sir, for molding,
thank you.
Sir, molding is a plastic part, sir.
so 50%. And
yes,
glass sealant?
yes. Glass sealant also for plastic part.
Okay, glass sealant also plastic part. Okay, sir.
Okay. Let's do question number 4.
21,000.
Answer 21,000.
21,000.
21,000, sir.
Slowly, you are getting better at solving numericals, I think.
It is A, sir.
A, 22,500. Okay.
21,000.
Okay. Everyone, any other answers? Any other answers? This question will not take more than a minute to solve. Probably 30 seconds is enough, but not more than 1 minute.
30,500, sir.
30,500. Okay. Another answer has come. 22,500 also came. 30,500 has also come. 21,000 has also come.
So 21,000.
Okay. Any other answers? Any other answers?
21,500.
The correct answer for the question for question number 4 is 21,000 rupees. Okay. The date of registration is 2019. The vehicle met an accident on 10/5/2023, which means it lies between 19 to 20, 20, 21. From how much?
So there is
depreciation
no
will be
metal
applied?
part. There is no metal part, so we need not to calculate the depreciation charge in this question.
Very good. Very good. That is what the logic I wanted to hear from you. See, first understand where you can save your time. Okay. Now the GVW of the vehicle is 18,000. So any vehicle above 16,500, the excess will be 1,500 rupees, right? So he has not opted for IMT 23. If somebody is not opting for IMT 23, then can we allow paint work? No.
No, sir.
Mudguard, paint, bonnet, it is not allowed if someone has not opted IMT 23. So windshield 10,000, 10,000 will be allowed. Plastic part 20,000, 10,000 will be allowed. So 20,000. What is the towing in commercial vehicle? 2,500, right? So total is 22,500. 22,500 minus 1,500 is the excess. So answer is 21,000. It takes less than 30 seconds to solve this question.
Sir, that towing charges and repairs, it's 2,500 for commercial vehicle. No?
Yes, it is 2,500 for commercial vehicles, 1,500 for private car, 750 for 3-wheelers, and probably I think 500 rupees for 2-wheelers. I'll tell you in the next how much it is.
Okay, I should practice. This is goods carrying vehicle.
So it is a goods carrying vehicle only, na sir? So what is the towing? 2,500 rupees, na?
Yeah.
Goods carrying vehicle is the commercial vehicle only, na? So you cannot allow 5,000 rupees. You have to allow 50%. 2,500 is the maximum limit you can allow. So 1,000, 10,000 plus 10,000 plus 2,500. Total comes to 22,500 less excess 1,500. Answer is 21,000. Is it clear or not? Please tell me.
Clear, sir.
Yes, sir.
Clear? See, you need to have confidence. You need to develop confidence in numericals. The more questions you will solve, the more confidence you will develop. There is no shortcut to it. Okay. I have put forward you 4 different types of numericals. Okay. Probably I have made question number 3 a lengthier one to make you understand that these are the different logics which can be incorporated in one question. Question might not be so lengthy, but at the same time, in one question, to make you understand the depreciation schedules of different types, fiber. I have incorporated fiber also, everything also. Okay, so that you do not get confused in the exam and solve your numericals with utmost confidence. Okay. Now you have confidence in solving numericals. Nobody is saying yes.
Yes.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Gradually developing, sir.
Yes, great. The more numericals you will solve, the more confidence you will have. Okay.
I have a question in my mind.
Yes, ma'am.
So why don't we inculcate the concept of reinstatement of sum insured in motor policies? Like it's there in all other policies. It should be there, na?
But why reinstatement of ma'am? I think this is totally. You should skip this question out of your mind if at all it is coming into your mind. Otherwise, insurance company will be doomed, ma'am. Okay. These are very easy questions. Okay. What will be the answer for question number 5? What happens in case of death of insured?
Both B and C.
Yes. In case of death of insured, policy has to be transferred within 90 days or expiry of policy, whichever is earlier. Right? You remember, you know this concept?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Great. What is
Sir,
the answer for question?
Sir,
Sir,
actually,
I
if
think you
any,
misunderstood my question.
Yeah, ma'am, tell me.
सर मैं ये कह रही हूँ कि जैसे अगर 5 लाख की पॉलिसी है, वो हर टाइम ओडी क्लेम ले रहा है, उसने 50,000 का ओडी क्लेम ले लिया, तो हमें सम इंश्योर्ड 4,50,000 कर देना चाहिए ना, जैसे कि बाकी पॉलिसीज में होता है, तो ये तो बेनिफिट रहेगा ना?
नहीं मैम, ऐसा नहीं हो सकता ना, आप डेप्रिशिएट नहीं कर सकते ना, ठीक होने के बाद में गाड़ी की वैल्यू वापस आप कम नहीं कर सकते ना उस चीज को। अगर इन केस ही रिपेयर्ड इज व्हीकल, तो यू कैन नॉट टेल दैट कि दिस व्हीकल इज मार्केट वैल्यू नाउ ओनली 4,50,000। यू कैन नॉट डू
नहीं
दैट।
सर, वो नहीं कह रही मैं, जैसे हम बाकियों में क्या करते हैं कि अगर हमने उसको जितना का क्लेम पे कर दिया, उतनी वैल्यू को हम थोड़ा सा प्रीमियम और लेते हैं।
Ma'am, probably in the future that might be happen, but till today that is not the case. They have to pay additional premium for the maximum claims they are taking, but till today we have no such concept actually.
sir,
Question number 6.
actually, I have a doubt in this. In the event of the death of the insured, if any other person is using this vehicle and made an accident, if that OD claim can be taken?
Ma'am, in case of death of insured, okay, I do not, your voice was not clear. Can you please repeat your question again?
Sir, if in the case of
See, can others please keep their mic mute? Can please others please keep their mic mute?
मुझे तो बुरा लगता था, अब कोई करता है तो लगता है अच्छा हुआ।
Kavita ma'am, can you please mute your mic? Yes ma'am, tell me now. Yes ma'am, someone was asking me a question. Can you please repeat now?
If in the case of transfer of policy in the death of the insured, he has not transferred the insured before the death, after the death, but that person other legal heir has been used that vehicle and OD claim has raised. If that OD claim is payable or not?
When the OD claim has raised, ma'am, that is important.
Before the expiry of the policy and before he has not transferred his
ma'am, that is what I'm saying. OD claim, that is what I'm saying, ma'am. OD claim is payable. OD claim is payable only if in case 90 days has not elapsed and the policy expiry is at a future date. The policy is valid for 3 months or until expiry of policy, whichever is earlier. For example, ma'am, let me give you an example. You will understand it better. For example, 1st April 2023 is the inception date and the policy end date is 31st December 2023. Okay. In case, for example, the death of insured happens on 1st June 2023. This is when the insured dies. Okay. Now, he can take the claim, OD claim, if case is arises from 1/6 to 31st 8. So these 3 months, in case it is arises, then insurance company is bound to pay the claim. Okay. So the policy has to be transferred within 90 days. In case the claim comes on 91st day, because the policy is expiring, still 6 months are left. So he has 3 months to transfer the policy. In case the claim comes within 3 months, insurance company is bound to pay the claim. In case the claim comes on, for example, 1st of November, in case the claim comes, we are not liable to pay the claim. So that is what I'm saying. In case of death of insured or the legal nominee, whoever it is, in legal nominee has to transfer the policy in his name within 90 days or expiry of policy, whichever is earlier. In case policy is expiring before, then that has to be done on expiry of policy. In case this policy is expiring after 90 days, then within 90 days, the policy has to be transferred. In case it is not transferred, then we are not liable to pay the claim. That is what I'm saying.
Sir,
Okay.
in this case, OD means after 3 months, OD claim will not be payable, but third party claim will be payable, na?
No, ma'am. Third party will also not be payable. We are not liable for any claim
Excellent,
in case the vehicle is not transferred within 90 days
Excellent.
or expiry of policy.
No, sir, I think third party is payable.
Excellent, sir.
No, it is not, ma'am. Yeah, tell
Excellent,
me.
sir.
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
we issue
Whether
third
it
party
is,
on the vehicle
whether
number,
it is,
not for.
But
Ma'am,
sir,
it is not
third party
payable.
has to pay.
sorry, sir. Pratik, sir.
Yes, sir.
Third party will be payable. I'm pretty sure. Another thing is that it is 90 days or 3 months.
It is 90 days, sir. It is
Validity
90
of
days.
policy. 90
It is
days, no?
90 days, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. TP will be
It is
payable,
90
sir.
days, sir.
Tomorrow I have a class. I have a class on TP, so TP will be payable.
Okay.
I will
Okay,
explain
sir.
tomorrow.
Okay, great, sir. Question number 6.
Sir, answer D.
D.
Answer is
Manufacturer
D.
20% depreciation will be
This logic we have already discussed. Manufacturer's listed selling
Yes,
price.
yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Question number 7 you can skip for now because I have not told you about this. Let us do question number 8.
C. No,
C.
sorry, B.
B, sir, B.
Answer is
B.
B.
C. Why?
C.
B.
B.
What is the cause of loss? What is the cause of loss?
Sir,
The
answer
cause
is
of
C.
loss is accidental. Yes. The claim is payable for. No, answer is not C. The answer is B. See, understand the logic. Here, what led to the breakage of tie rod? The stone lying in the middle of the road. That is an accidental means. So here the proximate cause of loss is not mechanical breakdown. It is an accidental loss. An accidental loss is payable under the policy. So here we have to pay the tie rod also. Here the concept of mechanical electrical breakdown is not working. If instead of this thing, it would have mentioned due to low maintenance of vehicle, the tie rod broken by itself, then that logic would have applied. But here, how the tie rod broke? By a stone lying in the middle of the road. So that is the proximate cause. Accidental means losses are payable. So answer is B. Very clear.
Clear, sir. Clear, sir.
Okay. Okay. We have to move a bit fast now. Okay. Because numericals take time to solve, and that is important to solve that, clear that logic from your mind. That is why we have taken extra time in numericals. Okay. Now some of the GRs will come. I will let you know where it is important, and some of the GRs you can read by yourself also. For example, Automobile Association of India. This GR is applicable only for two-wheelers and private car. What is the discount? 50 rupees subject to 50 rupees in case of two-wheeler and 200 rupees in case of private car. 5% of OD premium subject to maximum of 250 rupees. Vintage cars 50% we have already read. Anti-theft device 2.5% of OD premium subject to maximum of 500 rupees. So anti-theft device discount is applicable, not applicable for motor trade policies. It is applicable for two-wheeler, private car, commercial. If a vehicle is not in use for more than 2 months, it is considered as laid-up vehicle. In this case, we can adjust the policy at a future date, or we can adjust the premium. We can extend the policy, or we can adjust the premium in the give some discount as a. We cannot give the cash refund for the current policy. We can either adjust that premium in the next policy, or we can extend the current policy. 15 rupees administrative charge is taken for the concession of laid-up vehicle. Okay. Prohibition of midterm inclusion extra benefits can be allowed only once during the policy. This is also specifically for modified, blind, handicapped, mentally challenged people. How much discount is applied? 50% discount on the OD. Okay. registration, use and insurance, GR 34 says vehicle policy is always issued in the name of the insured as per RC, except in case of motor trade risk, in case of general regulation 19/20/21, which you have already read, or in case of temporary substitution. This is nobody is going to ask you. Yes, use of vehicle in the insured premises. If a vehicle is within a confined to a site, if it is not used for general right of access, it is not used in public place, then that you, for that type of vehicles, we can give some discount in the OD premium. What is that discount? 33.3% on OD premium. This is very easy. Okay. PA to owner driver. Yes, questions come from this logic nowadays. Reason being, it has recently, not recently, it has been amended 2-3 years back. Okay. So there are 4-5 logics behind this. Kindly understand it very patiently. First thing, PA to owner driver has been modified to 15 lakh rupees now. Each and everywhere is aware about that. Who is a PA to? Is it compulsory? Yes, PA to owner driver logic is compulsory now. Okay. To whom PA to owner driver is given? PA to owner driver is given to a person who has the effective driving license and owner of that vehicle. Is it compulsory? Yes. Now, in case an insured has a multiple vehicles, understand the logic. In case an insured has multiple vehicles, and in case he has not taken a separate CPA policy. See, in case you are issuing a standalone CPA policy, in that case, an insured can incorporate all the vehicles in a single policy. Now, then he need not to take CPA under his various different vehicles, because he has insured a single policy and he's covered with 15 lakh rupees. That is fine. But what if he has not taken a separate CPA policy and he has 5 vehicles, and in case he has taken PA to owner driver under three vehicles, and in case an accident happens on the vehicle in which he has not taken PA to owner driver, are you going to pay 15 lakh rupees to him?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
No.
That is why the concept of CPA came. Ki you can under a single policy, you can name all your vehicles and 15 lakhs will be payable to you in case any accident happens. This logic is clear. Now there is one more logic. In case I have taken a PA to owner driver, okay? In case I am getting into my vehicle or I am getting out of my vehicle, and in case an accident happens, will the claim be payable to me? Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Yes. If you are mounting from into the vehicle, if you are mounting from the vehicle, and in case you are traveling as a co-driver also. What do you mean by co-driver? I am sitting in the front along with the driver. Okay? In that case also, PA to owner driver will be paid. Is it clear to each and everyone?
Sir, even if the owner is sitting on the back seat also, then the claim won't be payable?
No. As per my logic, as per my understanding, okay? I have recently gone into depth of these cases. Okay? If you will read the definitions of the modification given by IRDA, the word co-driver has been used everywhere. As per the definition of co-driver, a person who is sitting next to the driver is called a co-driver. Okay? So PA to owner driver will be paid if he is driving the vehicle. If he is, understand this logic and apply the same in the exam, I'm requesting all of you. If he is driving the vehicle, he is mounting into the vehicle, mounting out of the vehicle, or he is sitting as a co-driver. In these cases, PA to owner driver will be paid to him. Is it clear? Yes.
One thing, sir.
You told no CPA, yes, if he has not included the vehicle in CPA policy, but he has in other vehicle, can we pay the PA claim?
No, ma'am. That is what I was telling you. No, the first logic itself was that only. Okay. If he would have taken PA to owner driver separately in 5 vehicles, and any vehicle would have got, then he would have got it. Otherwise, if he should have taken a separate CPA policy in which he can mention all the vehicle numbers. Then it is payable.
Okay, thank you.
Sir, in two-wheeler, if driver owner is sitting as a pillion rider, means in that case whether PA claim is payable.
So that is you can consider that as a co-driver only if he's sitting, because maximum two-wheelers have two sitting capacity only, right?
One thing, sir.
That is
Mounting
sitting along
means-
with driver only. Yes.
Mounting means
Mounting means getting into the vehicle, sir.
okay. In the backside, he has sitting in the backside. Whether the owner sitting in the backside of the car, whether
Yes,
it
sir.
is payable or not.
Sir, according to me, it is not payable.
He is mounting or dismounting like that.
Sir, that is where the confusion lies, sir. That is where the confusion lies. Okay. The definition. I request each and everyone to go through the CPA policy, the recently amended 2019 CPA policy once again. It will clarify your doubt. What I'm trying to say. Okay. The definition has been used that only. Getting into the vehicle, getting out of the vehicle. Okay. You cannot ask. You cannot go into that depth whether he's getting out of the back door or from the front door. Okay.
Yeah.
That is we are adding one more step into our queries or into our confusions. If in exam the question will come, it will come into mounting out, then it is payable. It is sitting as a co-driver, it is payable. If it is driving the vehicle, it is payable. Just remember these things from examination point of view. We can
but
go
sir,
in
in two-wheeler,
depth discussing about this.
Sir, in two-wheeler, that pillion rider means only 1 lakh is payable.
What?
PA claim. Means
PA
death of
1 lakh is
owner,
payable to
death
whom?
of owner as
That
a
is-
owner as
Ma'am.
means owner is pillion rider and in accident his death occurs. Then how much amount is payable? Only
Ma'am,
1
that
lakh.
is that is optional PA. You are talking about 1 lakh. That is optional PA, madam. That 1 lakh is optional PA other than owner driver. That will come under 36B, madam.
Then means he is not eligible for claim.
Who is not eligible?
Owner, because
am
he is
telling
sitting
you.
as a.
I
Means
am
I
telling.
didn't understand.
Ma'am, that is what I'm saying. If the owner is traveling, and in case of a two-wheeler, if the owner is traveling, if he is driving or sitting as a pillion rider, he is eligible for 15 lakhs. Because pillion rider can be considered as a co-driver, because in two-wheeler, maximum two-wheelers, the sitting capacity is 2 only. But what you are saying, 1 lakh rupees, that is optional PA, madam. That is optional PA is not applicable for owner driver, madam.
Okay, means
In which
15
70
lakh means he is eligible for 15 lakhs.
Yes, madam. In optional PA, 70 rupees
And
is
it
charged.
is-
1 second. In optional PA, 70 rupees is charged for 1 lakh rupees. That is optional PA, ma'am.
If he has opted for both, then he will get 15 lakhs plus 1 lakh.
What he has opted for both? Ma'am, in that case, you will pay 15 lakhs only.
He will be paid 15 lakhs. But PA policy is benefit policy, na?
Madam, why are you getting so deep into this? You're studying from examination point of view. Nobody is going to ask you these type of questions where there is so much confusion.
Sir, I have seen this question in the mock test. That's why I'm asking.
Which mock test, ma'am? What was the question? I want to know the question, please.
Miss, in two-wheeler, owner was riding as a pillion rider and his death occurs. How much amount is payable? 1 lakh, 15 lakh, not payable?
What was the answer, ma'am?
That I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Ma'am, answer will be 15 lakh. 15 lakh rupees, ma'am. If owner has a valid driving license and if he is the registered owner of the vehicle, in case he has taken PA to owner driver, he will get 15 lakhs, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
He will
Thank
get 15 lakh rupees, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. And one more thing I'll tell you. There are many platforms nowadays, so many platforms where many questions are wrong. Questions are incomplete as well as answers are also incomplete. Many people WhatsApp me because I'm a local faculty here also. Many people WhatsApp me. So many platforms are there nowadays where questions itself are incomplete. So please remember, you have to apply your logic in the exam. In the exam, questions will be correct only. And you have to apply your own logic. Okay?
Sir, PPT.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So this logic, it is clear. If he has a separate CPA policy, he is eligible for 15 lakh rupees. Okay. I have one more doubt. Okay. What will be the claim payable? If ma'am, this question would have been better in this way. What is the claim payable to a customer who lost his one eye, and he has a valid he has taken a PA to owner driver. What is the amount of compensation payable? 7.5 lakhs.
7.5 lakhs.
To 15 lakhs. What is the compensation payable? 50%.
7.5 lakhs.
7.50 lakhs.
7.5
Yes, 7.5 lakhs instead of 15 lakh rupees. That is a valid question from which can come in the exams, because loss of one eye or loss of one limb, 50% compensation is payable. So 15 lakhs will not be payable, 7.5 lakhs will be payable. Is it clear?
Yes.
Please,
sir.
please
sir.
do not confuse yourself. Keep your concepts clear. PA to owner driver, 15 lakhs. If he's mounting, or if the question comes mounting into mounting out, yes, payable. If he's sitting as a co-driver, yes, payable. In case he has not taken a separate PA policy and the claim occurs on the policy in which PA is not opted, claim payable, not payable. Just do not confuse yourself. Keep these concepts clear in your mind. Okay?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So this CPA cover is, as per my this thing, thought process, it is only for the death claim, or it is applicable for permanent disablement, sir?
Sir, just I'm opened in front of you. Your doubt will be cleared here. Okay? What is the coverage
Right,
for
sir.
PA to owner driver?
Understood.
It is 100%
Understood.
for death, loss of two limbs, loss of both eyes, one limb and or one eye, and one eye, and 50% in case of one limb, or it is or, not and. Okay? And loss of sight of one eye, or 100% payable for total disablement. Okay? So 7.5 lakhs is payable or 15 lakh. That is a valid question. That might come in the exam. Okay? 15 lakhs is 15 lakhs is the capital sum insured. Okay, everyone knows this. What is the optional PA now? 2 lakh for private car and commercial vehicles, and 1 lakh for two-wheelers. How much premium is charged? 50 rupees per 1,000, 50 rupees per lakh for four-wheeler, 70 rupees for two-wheeler, and 60 rupees per lakh for commercial vehicles. This is optional PA for other than owner driver. This everyone knows, right? Can I move forward? Can I move ahead? Optional P everyone knows, right? Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Vehicle imported without custom duty, load premium by 30% discount. Sometimes these type of easy questions come. Vehicle requisition by government. Sometimes during elections, government takes a custody of certain types of vehicles. Any claim arising at that point of time, the claim is payable by government, and any claim over and above that is only compensated by the insurance company. Okay. TPPD, third party property damage. What is the statutory limit? Statutory limit is 6,000 rupees, and otherwise the limit is 1 lakh rupees for two-wheeler and 7.5 lakhs for other type of vehicles. We can insured, in case you restrict your TPBBD cover to statutory limit, say 6,000 rupees, there is a certain discount in the TP premium which can be payable. What is that discount? 200 rupees for commercial vehicles other than three-wheelers and taxis. So three-wheelers and taxis, it is 150 rupees, 100 rupees for private cars, and 50 rupees for motorized two-wheeler. Okay. And midterm change on third-party limit is not permitted. In the midterm of the policy, you cannot change this limit. So everyone is aware about third-party property damage cover. I have never seen a question by how much discount comes, but you should know this. You should know this. You should prepare for more marks. Then only you will be able, if you prepare that I have to get above 90 marks, then you will be able to get 85 marks. Okay. So you should know all these things. Compulsory deductible, you have to mug up this. I have no shortcut in this. If for goods carrying vehicle and passenger carrying vehicles, it is 500, 1,000, 1,500. Nobody is going to ask you direct questions, but it will come in the form of numericals. If I could have prepared one more numerical for you for asking for miscellaneous type of vehicles. So what will be the excess under that? 0.5% of IDV subject to 2,000 rupees. For example, I give you a question in the exam and the IDV is 10 lakh rupees. So 10 lakh rupees. Okay. So you have to know the excess by yourself. That for 10 lakh rupees, 0.5% of IDV, what I have to reduce subject to minimum of 2,000 rupees. Okay. You should be aware. You should be aware about that type of questions. Okay. For 10 lakh, it will be 5,000 rupees. So you cannot deduct 2,000 rupees. From the answer, you have to deduct 5,000 rupees. Am I clear? Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And what about EFG? It is 50 rupees for two-wheeler, 500 for other category of vehicles. For taxis, it is 500 and 1000 rupees based on CC. Private cars, 1000 and 2000 rupees based on CC. Two-wheeler, it is 100 rupees. Electrical fittings, everyone is aware. You can fit the electrical fittings, 4% is charged. CNG, LPG, it is concept is same. 4% of the kit of the value, or 60 rupees is added under TP. This is all you can, this is very easy. Okay, for fiberglass, 100 rupees extra for class D commercial vehicles, and for others it is 50 rupees for driving tuitions. Yes, remember this thing. For driving tuitions for private cars, goods carrying and passenger vehicles, it is applicable OD plus 60% discount on the loading on the OD premium plus TP premium is charged. But for two-wheeler and three-wheeler, 60% loading is on both OD and TP. 60% loading is on both OD and TP. Okay. Now we move to GR45. What is this? Restricted cover for fire or theft risk. What do you mean by restricted cover? I told you that we are able to issue fire only policies, theft only, fire plus theft, or fire plus theft plus liability policies also. So it is used for issued for those type of vehicles which are situated at a certain vehicle in garage only and which are not in public use. Okay. So for example, for fire only policies, it will be 0.5% of IDV. For theft only, it will be 0.5% of IDV. If you club both, it will be 0.75% of IDV. That is the restricted cover, because these types of policies can also be issued. I know that in practical life we do not issue, but it can be issued. Okay, but can you issue restricted cover for misdeed type of vehicles? No. Restricted cover for fire and theft risk is restricted or prohibited for DEFG type of policies. Now, what about liability? In case you take liability policy also along with this, so you have to charge liability premium plus 25% of the OD premium. Liability on theft, 30%, and liability and fire and theft, then 50%. You just have to remember this thing. I have never seen a question coming out of this, but you should know that restricted cover is prohibited for DEFG type of policies, and okay, and it can be issued liability plus fire, liability plus theft, liability plus fire plus theft also. Okay. This is additional towing. Additional towing, everyone knows. See, this tariff, this is a part of the tariff. This is underwritten long back. Just you do not have to remember the towing in this. Just remember that for commercial vehicles, maximum 20,000 towing can be given. And for private car, it is 10,000 rupees. You do not have to mug up these things. Okay. Anyone have any question from the GR? Please let me know. Probably we have taken more time than what we should have taken, but I want to know, does anyone have any questions out of GR where you are not able to understand? Can you say yes or no, please?
All clear, sir.
Yes, sir.
All
Yes,
clear?
sir.
Okay.
I have a question. Just to reassure on the concept of double insurance with the same insurance company. So is it 100% refund, or
it is 100% refund, and the policy which is issued later is cancelled and minimum premium is retained.
Okay, so for the second policy, the minimum premium should be retained. It's not,
yes.
It's just 100%. You
yes,
refund
100,
minus
100%
the
minimum premium.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay. Yes, someone is asking me something.
Sunset clause is applicable for all class of vehicles.
What? Sorry.
Sunset clause is applicable for all class of vehicles.
Which laws? Sorry, I am not able to hear you.
Just sunset clause.
Sunset clause is applicable to all class of vehicles. Yes, madam. There is no bifurcation of sunset clause, whether it's applicable to two-wheeler or not applicable to commercial vehicles. Sunset clause is applicable to all class of vehicles, and the slab is 55% and 65%. Okay. There are questions in various slabs confusing you. One it will return all type of vehicles. Another it will be give you example that it is not applicable for commercial vehicles. There is no such thing. There is no such thing. Do not confuse yourself, please. It is my humble request. Okay, I want you to do question number 10. Please fast. We have little time left. I want you to do question number 10.
Hey.
Sir, can be covered with additional premium of 30%.
Question number 10, madam, not 9. I know everyone knows question number 10.
December 2000. Not to pay the claim.
First July. December. No.
Anil sir, can I extend the class by 15-20 minutes? If it is okay.
Sir, option B.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No issue, sir.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay.
But I think you have family also, sir. Your son is must be waiting for you.
No problem, sir. No problem. I just want to. I think it will take 15-20 minutes. Extra.
No issues. No
we'll
issues.
finish,
Sir. You can
we'll
continue.
finish it before 6:30.
No issues, sir. No issues. Okay.
Sir, option A is the answer for question number 10.
Option A is the answer because 90 days are already over and he has not transferred the policy till date. Okay. As sir clarified, I got confused. It is asking for own damage claim only. Own damage claim is not payable, and the TP loss is anyways payable. But will we pay the claim? Because the 90 days are already payable, expired, so we cannot pay the claim as the policy is not transferred in the name of legal hire. Is it clear? Question number 10.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I want just read question number 12. Just read question number 10. Someone was telling me something.
Yes, sir. In question number 10, you were saying that OD claim is not payable, but TP claim is payable, right?
Yeah, that was clarified by one of the sirs here. I do not remember the name, but he said I got confused at that point of time. TP loss is anyways payable because policy is issued for 1 year, but for own damage claim, it has to be transferred within 90 days or expiry of policy, whichever is earlier. So in this case, we will not pay the claim.
Thank you,
sir. Question number 12.
Sir, 15 lakhs.
Sir, what is the answer of 11?
Sir, 15 lakhs.
A.
15 lakhs, sir.
Okay. This question is based on the same logic which I explained to you before. Okay. He is driving as a co-driver. Okay. So it is payable. You understand my logic, right? This is what I explained to you. In case the owner driver is not driving but driving as a co-driver, the 15 lakhs will be payable to him.
Sir, what is the answer of question 11?
What is the answer of question number 11? You tell me, ma'am. I am going to discuss this thing now. See, overturning risk is overturning. Okay, let me explain. Overturning risk is covered under all the category of vehicles, except a few vehicles which are rated under miscellaneous type of vehicles. What are those type of vehicles? I will explain you. Mobile drilling rigs and excavator. In both these vehicles, overturning risk has to be covered separately. In dumper is considered under goods carrying vehicle, if you are aware. So overturning risk is automatically covered under that. So answer will be D, both A and C. For both these type of vehicles which are rated under miscellaneous type of vehicles, overturning risk has to be covered separately.
Sir, one question, sir, here.
Yes, please.
This overturning risk is separately, we have to cover separately only when they are being used as a tools of trade, not when they, suppose for example, they are going on the road due to accident.
Sir, sir, your policy is issued for 1 year. How will you know what he is doing at what point of time? So if you want to cover overturning risk, you have to cover it from inception, right? What tools of trade it is used, you cannot know. Na? These type of vehicles itself are used in construction. Most of these vehicles are used in construction sites, okay, where overturning risk is huge. And the huge losses come because of overturning of these vehicles, because of the operation in which they operate. That is why overturning is not incorporated free of cost in these type of vehicles, right? That is why
yes, sir, I understood, sir. What I'm saying, because of their peculiar nature, when they are used in as part of a trade, like you said, in construction sites, the risk is huge. That's why we are taking additional premium to cover the overturning risk. What I am saying is, when they are normally going from one side to another side, in between something happened. Okay, maybe during night time, road was not clearly visible. There was a big pothole. It got overturned. I am saying, can we cover overturn risk in such cases? Because it is not being used as tool of trade at the time of accident.
Okay, sir, see, again, the point comes to that now, because see, now we are getting into practical thing. What happens in practical life is, normally we go for spot survey in these type of vehicles, right?
Correct, sir.
The spot survey clarifies whether the vehicle was empty at that point of time, or it was loaded, or it got overturned due to what reason, right? Based on the merits of that type of cases. If the vehicle is empty and the accident happens on the road with some third vehicle, and then it got overturned, right? That is altogether a different scenario than these type of vehicles. But in general, these 6 or 7 type of vehicles, which I will explain you in the coming slides. In these vehicles, whenever in practical life also you underwrite, you select excavator, automatically it is incorporated whether you want to cover overturning risk, yes or no. So overturning risk under standard cover is not incorporated into these type of vehicles. Up you are telling ki if there is an accidental loss, it is not an overturning risk, it is an accidental loss and then the vehicle overturned. That is a different thing, because there the proximate cause is accident,
So it
not
will
the
be
overturning
different,
of the
not
two rotors.
overturning. Okay.
Yes, that is what I'm saying, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. I think this all questions, these are very easy questions. I want you to just do question number 19, please. Question number 19. Answers I have given at the end of the slide. We will share with you slide. Do not have to go each and every questions. Just let me know what is the answer of question number 19, please. See, I'm telling you again, numericals will come out of two logics only. Either numericals in the form of claim or in the form of IDV. IDV. Always remember IDV. Whenever IDV question is asked, go by the month, not by the year. Go by the month, not by the year.
10% less 2.5 lakhs.
Okay. What is the logic, sir? Go by the month, not by the year.
Sir,
always remember this thing.
Less than 2.5 lakhs.
Yes. And always select the
Sir,
closest
2.5
answer.
lakhs. Sir.
2.5 lakhs, sir. Sorry.
Always remember, do not say that the question was wrong. We have to select the best possible answer out of the questions available or the answers available. Why did I specifically ask you to do the question number 19? Because I knew it, you will do it wrong. See, date of registration of vehicle is 31st December 2017. So I told you, do not go by the year, go by the month. December 17 to December 18 is 1 year. December 18 to December 19 is 2 years. December 19 to December 20 is 3 years. December 20 to 21 is 4 years. December 21 to December 22 is 5 years. When is the loss? January 23. So it is between 5 to 6 years and not 4 to 5 years. If it would have been between 4 to 5 years, then 50% depreciation should have been applied and the answer would have been 2.5 lakhs. But answer is not 2.5 lakhs. The closest answer will be 10% less than 2.5 lakhs because it falls under 5 to 6 years, not 4 to 5 years. That is why I repeated at least 5 times. Whenever a question of IDV comes, go by month, not by year. Is it clear? Question number 19. The answer will be C. Do not say at a later stage that the question was wrong, question was wrong, question was wrong. Question is absolutely correct. Answer will be C, 10% less than 2.5 lakhs.
So please share PPT.
Yes, ma'am. These all will be shared. It is for you
Thank
only.
you.
But
you got
this.
Please repeat it.
Ma'am, I got disconnected? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I got disconnected. I could not hear that part. Please just repeat
Ma'am,
it.
go by the month logic. This loss falls under 5 to 6 years. If it would have been between 4 to 5 years, then the answer would have been 2.5 lakhs, 50% depreciation. But the loss falls not between 4 to 5 years. The loss falls between 5 to 6 years. So the closest answer will be 10% less than 2.5 lakhs. Okay, the correct answer will be C here. Okay, now we move to, see, I will tell you what is important. You can always read the PPTs at a later stage. Okay. Section 2, tariff for private car. What is important in private car? The premium depends on age of the vehicle, zone and cubic capacity and IDV. Okay. Limitation as to use, everyone knows. Towing charges, I already told you, 300 for two-wheeler, 750 for three-wheeler, private car 1500, commercial vehicle 2500. For spot repairs, you can repair the vehicle at a particular spot. In case it is a minor repair, which is 500 rupees and 150 for motorcycles. This is everyone knows. Yes, question come from these type of questions come. What is the minimum value for this CC of vehicle? These types of questions have started coming or are coming from quite some years. See, in that, if you read the tariff, the minimum value is also given for different commercial vehicles. If you have the strength or the stamina or the power to remember those, I do not recommend it. But at least for two-wheeler and private cars, please remember the minimum value. Please remember the minimum value. The question in the exam will be like this: a vehicle with CC 1256 CC for date of registration is this. What is the minimum value which can be insured for that particular vehicle? So minimum value, it should be 20,000 rupees. Remember this thing. Questions come from this type of minimum value have been coming quite recently. So if it is less than 1000 cc, it is 15,000. If it is 1000 to 1500 cc, it is 20,000. If it is exceeding 1500 cc, it is 30,000 rupees. Sometimes question directly come also. It has come in my also. Whenever I was appearing from scale 1 to 2, the question came, what is the TP premium for 120 cc vehicle? I did not remember. I am not a person who mugs up things. So I did not remember. I even did not think in that this type of question can come in the exam, but it came. So if I recommend you to at least remember the TP premium for two-wheeler and four-wheelers. At least that much you can do. In case a question comes, you will be able to solve it in quick seconds and it will save your time. Okay. So at least remember for private car and two-wheelers. Okay. Now we come to two-wheelers. Two-wheelers, if a sidecar is attached, 25% discount can be given. Premium depends on age, zone, cubic capacity, and IDV. And this is the premium and the minimum values. Last year or last to last year, I do not remember. This question came. What is the minimum value that can be insured for 120 cc vehicle? The answer was 5,000 rupees. Answer will be 5,000 rupees. Please remember this thing. Please remember this thing. Questions will come from this thing. Okay. Tariff for commercial vehicles. In commercial vehicles, we have already studied goods carrying vehicle, trailers, passenger carrying vehicles, miscellaneous type of vehicles, motor trade, road transit, road risk, internal risk. Now I will explain you in short each and every different categories of vehicle. Okay. First, goods carrying vehicle. First is public carrier, second is private carrier, third is public carrier three-wheeler and pedal cycle. E-carts are also categorized under this. Fourth is private carrier, three-wheeler and pedal cycle, e-carts. Okay. This is not important. The concept of IMT 21 and IMT 23 you should know. IMT 21 says that loss of tires, tubes, lamps, mudguards, bonnet, bumper, paintwork is not payable. In case you want it, then IMT 23 has to be incorporated, for which you have to pay 15% extra and 50% of the assessed loss become payable. Assessed loss means whatever depreciation is there, that has to be applied, and 50% of that is payable under IMT 23. Okay. Lest all things are same. For trailer, I have already explained it to you. In case a trailer is used vehicle, somebody asked me this question while we were doing NCB clause. Okay, what will be the NCB in case of a trailer? So this is where the logic lies. NCB will be effected for both truck and trailer in case an accident happens. On what is a trailer? A trailer is a type of vehicle which does not have any means of self-propulsion. Okay. In that case, it is rated as trailer. Trailer can be issued in together with the policy, or trailer can be issued separately also. This is much at least you should know. And how a trailer is rated? A trailer is charged, or the premium on, if a separate policy is issued for trailer. I do not know how many of you have issued a separate policy. I have issued separate policy for trailer recently only. If a trailer policy is to be issued, it is based on the IDV of the trailer. And the NCB concept is already clear to all of you. Passenger carrying vehicles, C1. What is C1? Three-wheeler and four-wheeler not exceeding 6. So four-wheeler more than 6. Okay. So all the buses or all the Tavera vehicle which is more than 6 or 8 sitting capacity vehicles are rated under C2 categories. Sometimes in scale 1 to 2, very direct questions come. What is the C2 category? 4-wheeler with passenger carrying more than 6 and 3-wheeler more than 17. So where will you rate 3-wheeler in between 6 to 17? That is rated under C3, and C4 is 2-wheeler. Okay, so this is the basic categorization of passenger carrying vehicles, which all of you already know. Miscellaneous type of vehicles. Okay, miscellaneous type of vehicles. I want you to know two logics. Please understand it clearly. First is overturning. As I explained earlier, overturning risk is not inbuilt in few categories of vehicles which are rated under miscellaneous type of vehicles. These vehicles are mobile cranes, mechanical navies, shovels, grabs, rippers, excavators, dragline excavators, and mobile drilling rigs. You have to remember these 7 type of vehicles. Questions usually come from these 7 type of vehicles in which overturning risk is separately covered. And how much additional is rate is charged? You need not remember the rates, but you should know that these type of 7 vehicles overturning risk has to be covered separately. Okay. Rest is easy. Rest is easy. You can already go through this. Yes, known motor policies. There is one more concept in miscellaneous type of vehicles which says that certain vehicles for which registration is done and which are rated under miscellaneous type of policies, for these type of vehicles, the name of the 10 vehicles I have mentioned here, for these 10 type of vehicles, non-motor policies can also be issued. Where it is issued under CPM policies under engineering. Okay, these for what is the difference between a motor policy and CPM policy? It is not from examination point of view. I just wanted to make sure why non-motor policy is issued, because these vehicles are mostly used as one particular site. So what people do is whenever they are moving from one site to another site, okay, in case you are issuing a CPM policy, that marine risk from one place to another is not covered. So for that, you have to either issue a separate marine policy, or what normally people do is they take TP policy against these policies in miscellaneous, and since they are used as one site, so they issue CPM policy against that. So for CPM policy, the depreciation is not applied. It is based on reinstatement value. So there are different categories in engineering. You will read in engineering. So for these type of vehicles, non-motor policies can also be issued, and but the legal liability for the use on road is not covered under those non-motor policies. Only motor policy can cover the legal liability in case it arises when the vehicle is shifted from one place to another. So what normal people do is they take the TP policy against these type of vehicles, and normally they issue CPM policy against these type of vehicles. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, great. So in miscellaneous type of vehicles, remember these two logics: non-motor policies and overturning risk vehicles. Okay. Now we go to EFG. See, I will explain it to you what is required from examination point of view. I can have lengthy discussion of couple of hours regarding these 3 type of policies, but I want you to know what is important from examination point of view in these 3 type of policies. First, E, it is transit risk. As the word says, transit risk means it is going from one place and it is going to one place to another place. So this policy is issued for a fixed period of time for transit of a vehicle from one place to another place. Normally, this policy is issued to manufacturers, warehouse to dealer showroom. Normally, okay. In this policy, the vehicle runs by its own power. For example, I'm just giving an example. A vehicle is moving for any rally or a road show, and it is going from Jaipur to some XYZ place, so that the transit policy is issued for those unregistered vehicle for that duration of journey only. So what is important here? It is issued on the basis of distance, how much distance it is traveling. Okay. And all the 3 type of policies, the E and F policies, basically, there is a clause of limitation clause. What does the limitation clause say? Since these vehicles are new and the tires are brand new, normally what we do is 50%, we apply 50% depreciation for tires and tubes. But in case you are opting, or in case you are paying additional premium, okay, then we can apply 100% reimbursement for tire and tubes for transit risk and E and F both policies. So limitation clause, remember, we can, for limitation clause, if you pay additional premium, 100% can be reimbursed against tires and tubes. This policy is issued mainly for manufacturers. Okay, it is used for unregistered vehicles mostly, which run by their own power. Since it is issued for one place to another place, this premium is based on the distance and the time for which it is issued. If you just read the tariff, there the rates are written from 7 to 15 days, this much percentage of IDV. So rating is based on the IDV and the how much distance it is traveling. And in the policy, we have to mention when is the point of arrival and when is the departure, because it is issued from one transit to another transit. Okay. F policy. This is road risk policy. This policy is issued on two bases: named driver basis and trade certificate basis. Somebody asked me recently, sir, can we issue for registered or unregistered vehicle in named driver basis? Normally it is unregistered vehicle, but F policy can also be issued for registered vehicle also. So if a question come registered and unregistered vehicle, answer will be both. But normally the road risk policies are issued on trade certificate basis. Normally it is issued for motor dealers for transit of unregistered vehicle. Normally it is issued to motor dealers for transit of unregistered vehicle for their go downs to various showrooms. For example, if he's bringing a vehicle, see, normally what dealers do, they store their unregistered brand new vehicles at their warehouses or their stockyards, right? And they shift as and when the delivery happens, they shift those vehicles to their various showrooms. What will happen if that vehicle is coming from that warehouse to that showroom? A loss might occur, right? So dealers need that protection, and this protection is issued by the road risk policy. Okay. And now what are the additional covers which can be given under road risk policy? First is demonstration charges. Since these policies are normally issued for brand new vehicles, demonstration can be covered by paying additional premium of 12%. Okay. Second additional cover, tuition driving extension. These vehicles can be used for tuition driving on named driver basis, because that particular person is always sitting in that vehicle by a loading of 50%. Remember this thing. I'm telling you from examination point of view. Third is private use. These type of vehicles can also be used for private use of insured or a member or director of the insured or the employee of the insured. For example, a vehicle is used by the director of the company or director of a dealer. If in case he take private extension, so it can also be granted to that type of vehicle. And the limitation clause, as I told you earlier, 50% depreciation for tire and tubes is also applicable for F policy. Okay, these things, at least you do not, please do not confuse yourself in EFG by reading the tariff. You remember these things, whatever I am telling you. What I told you in E, it is for manufacturer's warehouse. Premium is charged on the basis of distance covered. Limitation clause, initial and end point has to be declared. For road risk policy, it is issued from motor dealers on trade certificate and named driver basis. Demonstration additional cover. Towing charges, it is 150, that you can remember. Tuition driving 50% loading, private use extension can be given 5.5%. This is all you have to remember in EF policies. But with patience, please understand internal risk policy. Questions come from internal risk policy very frequently. Because of some specific reasons, this question is coming from internal risk policy. What is internal risk policy? Internal risk policy is first to whom it is issued. Normally, internal risk policy is issued to the motor repairers. Normally, it's issued to the motor repairers when the vehicle is lying there for either repair or service or whatever it is. If something happens to those vehicles at the repairer's place, the repairers or the motor dealers take internal risk policy to cover that risk. This is the only policy, very important line. This is the only policy where limited liability is there. This is the only policy which is an exception to the normal motor policy. What is the reason behind that? Understand this table very carefully. There can be two types of policies in internal risk policy: liability only policy or package policy. Let's understand liability only policy. Liability only policy means we are covering only the third party risk. So now what happened in case somebody's have a bodily injury is there, then the risk is unlimited, just like the normal policy. But in case of property damage, the liability there is 7.5 lakhs, but here it is restricted to 1.5 lakhs on any one incident. So that is why it becomes important, because here the liability is restricted. It is not 7.5 lakhs, it is 1.5 lakhs. Or damage to third party, we will not pay anyways because it is a liability policy. Now, what about package policy? Third party risk is unlimited. Property damage liability is same as liability policy, 1.5 lakhs. But damage to vehicles, third party damage to vehicles, matlab vehicles not belonging to insured. What is the liability? 1.5 lakhs. We are not going to pay unlimited claims. The liability is restricted to 1.5 lakhs. And if any damage happens to the own vehicle, the liability is restricted to 50,000. That is the reason why the questions sometimes come from internal risk policy. Reason being, this is the policy where there is restriction on the OD and the TP losses, and the liability is restricted. Sometimes the question is, what is an exception? So motor trade internal risk is the answer because of these reasons, because there is a liability or there is a limited liability to the vehicle and to the property damage in motor trade internal risk policy. Now, somebody asked me again today, what is the premium based on? The premium, see, you do not have to mug up everything. Remember this table. Second, remember this thing. You do not have to remember these percentage and all, but remember that rates for motor trade. Motor trade policy is dependent on two things. First is the percentage of wages. Second is the carpet area. The rating of the internal risk policy depends on the ages and the carpet area. Reason being, why? Because when the carpet area is increasing, the premium is increasing. Okay. So the rates for motor trade internal risk depends on two factors: percentage of wages and carpet area. Just remember this thing. One more thing you have to remember internal risk. More than one, for example, normally what happens is repairing is going on at one place and they are keeping the unrepaired vehicle or repaired vehicle near an open air car park. For example, this is the workshop. Near a workshop, they have kept an open area for vehicles which are already repaired because there is no additional space there. So open air car park adjacent to that or more than one premises can also be covered, provided the distance between the two premises is less than 450 meters. So more than one premises can also be covered under motor trade internal risk, provided the distance between the two locations is less than 450 meters. Okay. Just remember these three things in internal risk. It is an exception to normal indemnity. The restricted liability is there. It is issued to repairers. What is the limit of liability? Third party unlimited. Third party property damage 1.5 lakhs. Damage to third party vehicles 1.5 lakhs. Damage to own vehicles 50,000. Premium is dependent on carpet area and the percentage of wages. More than one premises can be covered if the distance between the two premises is within 450 meters. Is it clear? Is it clear? These three types of policies. Yes.
One question.
Sir, why they have taken the wages for rating purpose?
Sir, I have no idea. Internal risk policies are issued very less. I have not seen an internal risk policy in my life or in my last 11 years of career. But I am not so sure about why it is taken. And I have no idea why it is taken. And I don't think it is important from examination point of view anyways, because this policy is hardly used. I have never seen a single internet policy issued. But this much you remember from the examination point of view, sir. Because this is not practical where we issued everyday basis, because in the tariff it is written, it is based on the wages, and as the carpet area is increasing, they are telling you to take additional premium. So in case the question comes, just remember it is based on wages and carpet area. That's it. Okay. Any other question, please? Any other question?
Hello.
Yes, please.
Sir, under e-policy, what is the minimum and maximum distance to be covered?
Sir, there is no minimum and maximum. I think the table is given. You can see the reckoner or the tariff. The table is given.
The tariff is 80 kilometer or 120 kilometer?
No, sir. 1 second. 1 second. There is no, I think a table is given. 1 second. Let me explain it to you.
80 kilometers is for policy F.
That is for F, sir. That is for F. 82, 320 kilometers, 620 kilometers. For transit risk, I don't think there is any limit. The premium is based on not exceeding 120. It is different. It is exceeding 3,600 kilometers. There is no limit. There is no limit on e-policy.
Under F policy, there is 80 kilometer limit?
No, sir. It can be extended. 160, 320, exceeding 320 also. There is no limit as such.
Minimum,
up to, and it is not, it is up to 80 kilometers is the standard policy. Then you will have an options of 160 kilometers, 320 kilometers, 640 kilometers, like that.
Okay, sir.
Sir,
Okay.
one question.
Yes, ma'am.
Name driver plates are used for, the options are unregistered vehicle, new showroom vehicle, second-hand vehicle, and none of the above. Which will be the answer?
Ma'am, the question is wrong. The same question was asked by someone today in the morning to me. These Alibaba and whatever, what is that from where you are seeing these questions? What is the name of that?
No, actually, my friend asked me this question.
Ma'am, it is the same. It is the same question which was asked in the morning by someone. These are appearing in some online platforms.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay?
yeah. Maybe she must have taken from there.
Yes, ma'am. I'm telling you, many questions asked nowadays are, these questions.
So, sir,
I have
for
never.
scale 1 to 2. Yeah. So, scale 1 to 2, whatever you are given will be sufficient to read?
Ma'am, I have prepared my slides. See, sometimes you have to apply your own logic also, ma'am. Based on theoretically in the own damage, I have tried to cover, and I am expecting if 20 questions are coming from OD, at least 15 questions or 15 to 16 questions will be through the logic which I have shared with you, ma'am.
Yeah,
see,
correct.
sometimes you have to apply your own logic also. Nobody will ask a question directly on the platter itself. But whatever is there in the motor own damage, I have tried to cover to the maximum extent possible, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks, sir.
We will not
Pratik
do the
sir,
question.
Pratik sir,
Yes,
एक minute. Pratik sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, work away from premises is related to EFG class of vehicles.
Work away from premises is.
There is one IM. Can you explain on that?
Sir, it is related to internal risk only.
Only internal risk only.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, sir.
It is related to internal risk only.
Because once the question had come on this particular work away from premises.
Only and only internal risk will be the answer. Sir, there are 2 or 3 things which are, that is why the question comes from internal. Work away from premises, open air car parks, more than one premises. Okay. And limited third party liability, third party property damage liability, and restricted liability. These are the questions which comes, and all of them, the answer will be motor trade internal risk policy only.
Okay.
Anyone have any question, please?
Sir.
Ma'am.
Sir, one question.
Yes, ma'am.
सर वो जो टोइंग चार्जेस हमने लिए थे तब कमर्शियल व्हीकल के लिए 2500, तो वो ये बेसिकली कवर होता है सबके लिए, जैसे मोटरसाइकिल के लिए भी और 3 व्हीलर प्राइवेट कार के लिए भी?
टोइंग चार्जेस तो इनबिल्ट है ना मैडम, 300, 750, 1500, 15.
तो सर ये इनबिल्ट ही है ना, ये सब में एप्लीकेबल है?
हाँ मैडम, दिस इज इनबिल्ट कवर. दिस इज कवर इनबिल्ट इन द पॉलिसी.
जी ठीक है.
ओके. हाँ, दिस इज द मैक्सिमम व्हिच इज इनबिल्ट. 2500, 1500, 750 and 300 rupees.
हाँ जी.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. This is the conditions of the policy. Total loss. This is all knock for knock agreement. Yeah, I want you to know what is knock for knock agreement. See, knock for knock agreement is. Can you please mute yourself, please? Please. Okay. What is knock for knock agreement? It says that each insurer, in case there is a loss between the two vehicles, they will not exercise subrogation rights against each other, and each insurer will pay for its own losses. Okay, this was done so that litigation exercises and subrogation rights should not be exercised against each other. But remember this thing, knock for knock agreement is only applicable for OD loss, and it is only applicable when both the vehicles have comprehensive policy. This should be the condition for knock agreement. So knock for knock agreement has evaluated from principle of subrogation. Second, it is only applicable for OD losses. It is only applicable if both the vehicles have comprehensive policy. This is the condition for knock agreement. It is not for TP losses. It is only for OD losses. And it works if both the vehicles have comprehensive policy in place. Is it clear? Knock for knock agreement. Sometimes question come from this knock for knock agreement. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. These are the documents required. IRDA. No, I want to teach you one thing. Yes. Rallies. See, remember this thing. For rallies, sometimes question comes. Okay. In case there is a rally, what is the premium charge? For private car, package policy, 60 rupees for first day and 30 rupees for consecutive days. If there is a liability policy, 25 rupees for first day and 15 days for succeeding days. If it is a two-wheeler, there also rallies can be extended. Motor policy can be extended for issuing covering rallies. What is the premium for package? 35 rupees on first day and 20 rupees for succeeding days. Liability 15 rupees on first day and 10 rupees for succeeding day. You have to mug up this. But what happens in case a loss happens in rallies? The excess have been revised. The excess is not revised for the full duration of the policy. Excess is revised only for that particular extension. For 10 days extension, 5 days extension, if any loss occurs, then what will be the excess? 5,000 rupees for private car and 2,500 rupees for two-wheelers. Now what happens is rallies do not cover speed trials, motor racing, climbing, or drivers or passengers of the vehicle. But it can be extended to cover speed test, trials, motor racing, hill climbing, by loading the premium by 300%. 300%, both OD and TP premium is charged or loaded by 300% at short period rates. But the driver and the passengers of the vehicle are not covered. Okay. Please remember this thing. The normal policy can be, I'm repeating it fast. Normal policies can be extended to cover rallies. The extension can be given for a limited period of time. What is the additional premium charge? For private car package policy, it is separate. Liability policies, it's separate. Similar is for two-wheelers. For package policies, is 60 plus 30 rupees for consecutive days, 25, 15, 35, 20, 15, 10. Excess during this period is revised. It is 5,000 for private car, 2,500 for two-wheelers. It does not cover speed test, trial, motor racing, or driver or passengers of the vehicle, but can be extended by 300% loading to cover speed test, trials, motor racing by loading the 300% both OD and TP premium. But the driver and the passengers are not covered at all. Remember this thing. This is the drivers. I think it will be covered in TP also. This is the latest driver. What is the license? This will be covered tomorrow also. This is important. This is one more thing. There has been a recent revision in the surveyor fee payable to the motor surveyors. This is the revised fee which I have taught you. Okay. I have incorporated a question also, which I probably skipped because it is not possible to cover each and every question. For example, I have made a question. There is a loss of 25 lakh rupees. Firstly, remember this thing. What will be for example, the estimate is 30 lakh rupees and the IDV is 25 lakh rupees. The surveyor fee will be payable on 30,000 or 25,000? 25 lakhs. 30 lakhs or 25 lakhs?
25 lakhs.
25 lakhs. 25
Whenever the estimated amount is more than IDV, the surveyor fee is always calculated on the IDV of the policy. Remember this thing. If I would have been the examiner, I would have framed at least one question from this thing. But questions are not coming as on date, but it might come someday that what is that surveyor fee payable for this percentage of loss. Okay? Remember this thing. I framed a question. It is there in the slides only, in which I have mentioned that estimated cost is 30 lakh rupees and the IDV is 25 lakh rupees. What is the total surveyor fee payable? The answer will be 15,000 rupees, because 2,800 plus it was coming to some 18,000 something, but answer is subject to maximum fee of 15,000 rupees. So answer there will be 15,000 rupees. Okay. MISP. Yes, the questions come from this also. I have added all these things based on the reviews received from many examiners. MISP, you need to remember certain things regarding MISP. What is MISP? MISP stands for Motor Insurance Service Provider. When it came in 1st November 2017. Why it came? It came because MISP rule is applicable to a motor dealer who is appointed by an insurer or intermediary to distribute service motor insurance policies. Okay. What was the objective of bringing MISP? To have a regulatory oversight. I know it has been torn into bits and pieces over a period of time, but we have to remember this thing from examination point of view. Okay. To whom MISP is applicable? MISP is applicable to a dealer or a sub-dealer who is selling new or old cars. Okay. Now, what is the full form of OEM? OEM stands for Original Equipment Manufacturer. What is the distribution fee payable? 19.5% for other than two-wheeler and 22.5% for OD portion. Where the question comes, so I will tell you where the question comes. Question comes, can a MISP have more than one intermediary? I'm asking you people, can a MISP have more than one intermediary?
No.
Yes or no? No.
Yes.
No.
Only
An MISP can work with more than one insurers. An MISP can work with more than one insurers, but an MISP cannot have more than one intermediary. Okay? Remember this thing. An appointment of MISP is based on the PAN number, but MISP can work with only one intermediary. And MISP designate, what is a designated person? MISP nominates one person who is known as designated person, and he should be at least 12th pass and undergo training of point of sale person. Okay? And he is given a unique identification based on the Aadhaar number. At least this much you have to remember from examination point of view regarding MISP. Questions have been coming to MISP. So you should remember these things. Yes, an MISP can work with more than one insurer, but an MISP can work with only one intermediary. What is the distribution fee? What is the distribution fee? Is the remuneration paid to the MISP or through the intermediary. And what is the remuneration? 22.5% of OD or 19.5% of OD. Okay. MISP designated person is nominated, he should be a 12th pass. These points you should remember from MISP point of view. These are the answers. Okay. That's all. Anil sir, that's all. आप लोगों को कोई doubt हो, in case you have any doubt, you can please ask me. I'm still available with you.
So while sharing this PPT, just correct that thing in the starting of that PPT.
Yeah, I will correct that. Actually, I have incorporated that thing. I was telling since verbal only, but today in the morning only I have incorporated that one PPT, third point. But by mistake, I don't know how it happened. Somehow copy paste, it was mistaken. I will correct that the long-term policy wala slide. There copy paste something mistake, by mistake it happened. Yes. Apart from that, do you have any other doubts? Please, you can ask. I hope I have tried to cover as many as possible. I have tried to clear your confusion and try to explain each and everything as far as possible. In case there is any doubt, you can ask me.
Sir, under GR 47, towing charges, maximum is 20,000 for a commercial vehicle and 10,000 private car. What is the premium on it, sir?
Ma'am, premium, if you want to ask me, although it will never come in, it is not important from examination point of view, but if you are checking my knowledge, it is 1,500 rupees for commercial vehicles and 500 rupees for private car for 10,000 rupees. The rating is... Yes.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes, ma'am.
सर न्यू व्हीकल है सपोज, तो उसको बंडल पॉलिसी दिया तो फर्स्ट ईयर के लिए ओडी देंगे, बाकी के 3 साल के लिए टीपी, तो नेक्स्ट ईयर तो वो आपका तो ओडी के लिए आएगा, तो स्टैंड अलोन ओडी बोलेंगे ना उसको?
हाँ मैडम, स्टैंड अलोन ओडी बोलेंगे मैडम। यस मैम।
सर जैसे कस्टमर का एनसीबी चल रहा है।
मैम प्लीज आस्क इन इंग्लिश so that everyone can understand. Please ask in English so that everyone can understand.
So a customer is enjoying 45% NCB on the last policy, and this policy he is 50% NCB is there. A customer is requesting to hold the NCB for 3 years as in a process to buy a new vehicle. So can we do that? Like currently,
what do you mean by hold? What do you mean by hold, ma'am?
The current vehicle on which he is enjoying the NCB, he want to keep this vehicle also.
Yeah, you can give him NCB certificate. You can, no ma'am, you can do the NCB recovery on this 50% policy and issue him an NCB certificate of 45%. What is the problem?
Okay,
Hello,
sir.
sir.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
NCB accrued is 50%. Then how did we give 45% NCB certificate?
No, sir, because the 365 days have not been completed. Na? In the middle of the policy.
No, sir, that's already completed. After completing the previous year's policy, we have given 50% NCB in the next policy. Okay.
So that is madam question was madam question was different.
Sir, earlier policy he was enjoying 45% NCB. Okay. After completing that year, we have given him for 50% NCB.
Yes.
So while issuing the NCB certificate, we have to issue NCB certificate with 50% only.
Okay.
Right.
No, sir. Hi. Yeah, he is eligible for 50% NCB, na, sir. The previous policy, 45% was there. See.
Okay.
And in the middle of the policy, after expiring of this 45%, this policy, we have accrued it as now he is eligible for 50%. Now in the new policy, we have given him 50%, right? Now, if he comes within this policy, since inception, he was eligible for 50%. But if in this policy, it would have been 45%, then we would not have even given him the next lap because 365 days would not have been over. So that is what I'm saying. If the previous policy was 45%, this policy was renewed with 50%. This policy, we cannot exceed above 50%. If within this policy, if a customer comes, I want my NCB certificate, okay, then whatever NCB he was eligible from the inception of the policy, you can give him this NCB by giving the NCB recovery. That is what I'm saying.
Sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
So whether am I audible?
Yes, please.
Sir, there is I have heard some litigation or some judgment regarding the TPPDD.
Okay.
Earlier it is 7.5. Whether the recent judgment has came, whether it will be unlimited by
No,
recent.
I have not heard anything like that, sir.
But
I am not dealing with legal claims, sir. I've never dealt with legal claims, but I do not think there is a revision in the TPPD.
But I have some case law has discussed with me, and the same has been discussed. And
I do not think so, sir.
Sure, sir. No issue, sir. Thank you.
I'm not aware about anything.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
No issue,
Hello.
sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
One doubt from myself.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. You are audible, sir. Please.
Hello.
Yes, sir. You are audible. Please, sir.
In short period scale. So as per the GR12, we get a short period scale. Suppose we take the policy of 1 month. So we 20% of the premium is taken. So is 20% of OD or TP both both, or yeah, only your OD portion?
Sir, if the policy is for short duration, it will be for both, na sir?
Okay.
I think, sir, we'll conclude here because sir has to drive at least 2 hours from. He has specially come to Jaipur regional office to impart this training to all the participants. So I think, sir, we'll conclude here. On behalf of all the participants and Bharatiya Bima Karmachari Sena, I thank you, Pratik sir, for such a wonderful session. Even there were some doubts about that vintage car discount. Even some doubts were in mind about hire purchase agreement, and that everything was cleared. And I'll tell you one thing to all the participants: if you go through this lecture again, 101% I guarantee you that you will score more than 20 to 23 marks in OD section. Because last year also happened the same thing. The participants, when after the exam, in the group they posted, sir, because of you only, these people could score more than 20-22 marks in OD section only. So I once again thank you on behalf of Bharatiya Bima Karmachari Sena. Sir is there in our group, so you can post your queries in the group. And as soon as sir share this PPT with me, I'll share it in the group. So once again, thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much once again.
Thanks a lot, and all the best from my side.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
Sir,
much.
will you take a TP section also or not?
Yeah. Tomorrow there is a TP section lecture.
Pratik sir also? Pratik sir will take a...
No. Pratik sir takes only own damage section. The TP section will be taken by Brij Mohan sir. So it will also be a very helpful lecture from examination point of view. All the lectures which we conduct from BVKS panel are exam oriented only. And I request all the participants, please stick to exam oriented queries only. No doubt, see, basically we are running out of time. The time is very short, and all the participants should benefit from the lectures. So if we keep on asking the practical questions or the questions which are not related to the exam, unnecessarily we spend much time on those questions. So I once again request all the participants, please ask the questions which are more relevant to the examination. When I see this Pratik sir lectures, he is continuously following for 6 to 7, 8 years. He has been following this fast track examination, and accordingly he has prepared his presentation. The hard work, the efforts which he has taken to prepare this policy, I can personally see those efforts. And hats off to you, sir, for this wonderful PPT also.
Pratik
Thank
sir,
you so much, sir.
if
Thank you
you
so much, sir.
have a no issue, can you share your number?
Ma'am, I'm there in the Telegram group.
Pratik sir is there in the group. You can don't disturb him unnecessarily. You can post the queries in the group. Yeah, you can specially mark the Pratik because he's a very busy divisional manager. He has got some urgent works in the office also, but his passion, training is his passion. That's why he comes for the training lectures. Plus, he's handling NDMA like a very big project of NDMA, sir, right? So
Yes,
he's very busy in his office. So he definitely, you can post your queries in the group or in his personal Telegram number, and definitely he will revert to you.
I'll try to solve as maximum as possible and help you in the exam, ma'am.
Okay,
We
sir.
all are there to support you for examination point of view. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So
Thank you very much.
tomorrow there will be a lecture around 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning on PP. Brijmon sir will be taking PP lecture. So be there. I'll post it in the group link as well as the message also. So I once again thank you, Pratik sir, all the participants. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
What
you,
is the
sir.
group? Which group? ID of the group?
Anil sir, thank you very much.
Telegram,
Pratik sir, thank you very much.
Telegram group, in our Telegram group.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Ji.